Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade. We've been off from this game for a little while, both in general for Vampire the Masquerade and for our Anarchs, but we are back with episode 4 of A War Between Factions, our Anarch game set out in California, the LA Free States of the Kindred Anarchs. And of course, we have here our lovely storyteller, Revolver C. So if you want to take it over and give us a bit of a recap of where we were last game.
Sure. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to be your storyteller today. My name is Revolver C, not D or B, but C. And yeah, sorry for the hiatus. That was completely all my fault. I bought a new house, and then their Labor Day
How dare you?
weekend. I know, right? Fucking. It took, okay, off topic. It took 10, no, yeah, 10 days for the internet to get like set up. Like a week and a half. That's bizarre. But anyways.
That is actually pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's really dumb. Anyways, though, so we're going to be starting our second chapter into this campaign. There are four sections, 2 chapters, and then a beginning and end. So going on to the recap now, because it has been a while, and I'm sure our players are a little rusty as to what has happened. We started the night with you guys kind of wrapping up what happened at the club, and we saw the grotesque murders and everything. Everyone kind of did their own investigation, and then as the days went on, Izzy learned that Destiny was involved with hacking Otto's surveillance system at the Widow's Web, as the Camarilla have infiltrated the Widow's Web and started poking around their little Camarilla fingers, and Boris ordered Destiny to do it. The surveillance footage was sent to Isaac under a surname, who is kind of self-proclaiming himself as the new Prince of LA, which is a primarily anarch state. Otto was looking for the whereabouts of Bruce, and he learned that he was taken by 2 men. He doesn't know what the men were, but he can kind of assume they might be Camarilla. And he tried to track down their information, but was kind of stopped due to the limitations of it being almost midnight, and the used car auto shop was not open at the time. And Lilith, the leader of the Streetwalkers, is kind of going insane, as Jin and her child Cell have been kind of missing. Cell was kidnapped, and Jin is nowhere to be found, really. And Jasmine was also looking for the whereabouts of Bruce, who is her client for a case that is going to be happening later on in this session, and learned kind of what Otto did. However, she did find the location of where the rent-a-car is, which is in northern LA. And she also received an unexpected visit from the new Prince of LA, Isaac, and his assistant, Rose, which is another Camarilla member, accompanying him. And they played the surveillance footage they got from the Widow's Web and showed what really happened during the night. Bruce kind of got framed, as well as his partner. They offered her a deal, however. Jasmine made a quick escape through the window and called Otto to arrange a meeting as to like what had transpired into her law firm. And then going back to our last member, Sid, she met up with Anthony Morales, the leader of the Vipers, who her gang and the Warhounds and the Vipers kind of had this feud going on, kind of like this blood feud. And Anthony was asking about Marcus, who was their fifth party member that eventually, due to his rash actions, died a pretty grotesque death. But after the meet, Sid received a call from the prince to arrange a meeting of his own, asking her to come alone, seeing if she was really interested in helping the Camarilla take over LA. Whether or not this is a trap, only paranoia can really tell. However, Fang, the leader of the Warhounds, suggested that him and his kind of right hand, Jewel, set up a sting to kind of catch the prince off guard. So I think that's kind of where we left off.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, if you guys have any other questions that you may have that I didn't cover in the recaps, let me know. But yeah, we're going to kind of play out Izzy first. So Izzy did learn, or actually, sorry, not Izzy. Sorry.
Not me. Okay, sure.
We're going to play out Jasmine first. Sorry. So Jasmine, you're currently in your car, and you were making your way to meet Otto because you wanted to, set up this meeting to kind of say what happened, and it's kind of tensions high because you've learned the truth about what happened to Bruce. He was indeed framed with the cocaine and the prostitutes and whatnot, and Otto seems to be the main perpetrator of this. So you guys kind of set up this meet point at a local restaurant. You arrive there first, and what are you gonna do?
Going to text Xiao Lang, I think his name is.
Yes.
Just a text that says, met the Camarilla, want me to join them.
Okay. You don't receive a reply back immediately. So are you just gonna wait at the restaurant till
Yes.
you're okay? So a couple of minutes pass, and minutes turn into a half an hour, and there's still no sign of Otto.
Yep, no, she'll, at that point, she will get up and probably text, group text. Just says, running with the Camarilla, want to meet.
With us or with Camarilla?
Yes.
Not at the same time.
No.
Yeah, it's about at this point where, for Sid's sake, she kind of just had her discussion with Fang and Jewel about having to like set up the sting. I won't go into the details of how it's going to happen unless you want to. But yeah, then you receive that text message immediately after that call.
So how far is this from actually when Aiden wanted to meet?
It was actually the prince that wanted to meet, not Aiden.
Oh, okay. Prince wanted to meet, and Jazz sends me something about the Camarilla also wanting to meet. I will text her back. Where?
She'll give a location, like an address. Just send it to the group.
Where is it?
A diner that she is currently at.
Shit. Okay.
And it is important to note that Otto does not text you guys through the text group.
And I'm still with Jewel and Fang at this moment. I think it was like early in the evening.
Not because it is Monday today. You guys actually didn't meet up at all today. You guys kind of did your own separate thing.
Okay. And how long was this till the prince wanted to meet?
The prince wanted to meet tomorrow, Tuesday at 9
Then
p.m.
yeah, I will. I'll text Jazz back and say I'll head to that diner's parking lot, and then like text me. I'll text you when I get here.
Sounds good.
Okay. I guess I'm coming too. Should I go ahead and roll obfuscate?
Nah, it's fine. I'm a merciful god. I won't have you roll obfuscate.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah,
Praise
I'm
Jesus.
just gonna grab a cab, and actually, like, instead of waiting in a parking lot, because I don't think I have a vehicle of my own, I'll just get into the parking lot and, you know, bum a smoke off, like, the nearest guy, and just stand by, like, a lamppost and text Jazz that I'm nearby.
Okay, so you leave the bar that you guys were having the meeting at with the Vipers, you, Fang, and Jewel. You gotta make your pleasantries of like, hey, I got this text message, gotta go. And Fang's like, well, we'll be back at the apartment, so let us know if anything else comes to light. And with that, Fang and Jewel kind of make their way back to the apartment that you've been kind of staying in. And then Izzy will say you just arrive after. I don't know if you take a cab or whatever, but yeah, you guys will make it around the same time. You're all pretty much like the same distance to where this diner is.
Jasmine will be outside just waiting. She's in a scuffed up pantsuit.
Probably some glass in her hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick glance around, make sure I don't see anyone weird watching the scene, like as if like she is maybe also trapped. I'm starting to get a little more paranoid as the days go by.
Wait, you said...
and then as long as I don't spot anybody near her, like if she seems, fine and no one's watching, I'll just approach her.
Hold on, she's got glass in her hair?
And the pantsuit is probably scuffed around the knees. It wasn't the best landing.
Yeah.
It was a one success landing.
Okay, so Izzy's gonna come up and she's gonna go, Oi, I realise you might be into the body glitter thing, but, glass is probably not the way to do it.
I thought all vampires were supposed to sparkle.
Again, glass, probably not the best way to do it. What happened?
They showed up at my job, so had to make a quick exit, is all.
But they want to meet with you after you jumped out a window.
No, they wanted to meet with me, and then they did.
That's, that sounds accurate.
So now it sounds like they might want to meet with you again, and not so great of terms.
This one, the visit was initially a lot more cordial. I'm wondering, am I the only one that this invitation has been extended to?
I don't have anything in my inbox, if that's what you're asking.
That is what I'm asking, thanks.
No.
Unless you've been asked to walk into what sounds like a very obvious trap in a garage parking lot or something, then no.
Maybe it's because you're a lawyer?
That could be it, yeah.
There are a lot of people with connections.
More along the lines of they tried to make a barter with me.
For what?
And what about you?
What? I actually could hear. I'm sorry, what?
I said for what?
Yeah, basically, what did that entail?
Oh, well, they know I'm working a case. They wanted to give me some really nice evidence. That was about the whole of it. I'm actually wondering, it seems like Otto might have been involved, so I'm wondering if you guys might know where he is.
Nope.
And yeah, you guys still haven't received a text message from Otto at all.
All right. Do you guys know how to get in contact with maybe his sire or whoever? The lady, the one who's the one.
I have Lilith's phone number to text her. Is that what you want?
If I'm getting a visit, I want to make sure maybe we're not all getting visits. If he's not responding to these texts, I'm just a little concerned.
Sure, but Lilith don't like you. Just
that's why I'm not asking to have a number.
Lilith doesn't seem to like too many people in the first place. Easy, do you think you might have a better contact through your network?
I don't know. Who do you want to reach?
I don't know. Do you think you could? I don't even know where Otto lives, other than he goes to the club.
Yeah, no. I only had his number. I don't know where he lives either. I could look it up. Although he's real careful. He's the one with all them cameras.
It's a good point. Well, what exactly did you, you just wanted to make sure he was safe?
Yeah, really, that's about it. I talked to him on the phone. We were supposed to meet here at this diner, but he never showed, so I am a little concerned.
Yeah. I can, see that, especially considering how they've been kind of pushing a bit.
Yeah, especially, I mean, the last place he went to was, the last place that we heard of that the Camarilla were was his home turf, so
Yeah.
it would be nice to know if he's all right. Could one of you guys maybe call him or
I'll
Lilith?
I'll try. Yeah, sure. You
Like
want
I
to
said,
do it
I
with me?
could text Lily, but in fact, if she hasn't seen the other, that might actually just start more fires.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
All right.
Lilith's a bit,
I'll
That's a
go
good
ahead
word.
and text him myself.
high maintenance, eccentric, kind of a cunt.
no, that last one, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll start texting Otto's number with something not like, "Hey, how are you? Like, are you okay?" I'll just put something a bit more innocuous, like, "We were thinking of meeting up to talk about this more. When might you be free?"
Okay. There's no reply back instantly, or immediately, but you do send out the text. It does send out.
So yeah, after 30 seconds, especially as Izzy and Jazzy keep talking, I'm just gonna put my cell phone away again and be like, "Well, he hasn't gotten back yet. I'll let you know if he does."
All right. What do you see? The problem I'm really coming to here is, well, they took my phone. They have my office and my files, so
You need a place to hide. I got you.
it'd be nice, but
I can find you a place. Hold on.
thanks. I mean, I appreciate it, but really, I am concerned where they're going to go next.
I'm sure, but I mean, in the immediate future, you do need a place to hide.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
So you said that they went to your office, correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One was the prince, and the
I just meant you
other-
can describe what they look like, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn
I'll-
Izzy again and say, "Do you think you could get security cameras and find out where they went next? At least direction down the street?" They might be prepared and know how to get out of there without being seen, but they could also be fucking stupid.
I was gonna say now and then I remember the old dumpster thing, and I'm like, So, yeah, if you've got anything, I can try and expand that a bit. That'd be nice.
Yeah, hey, storyteller god.
I got
person.
you. Vampire Jesus got you back.
She does work at a firm. Does this firm have security cameras, maybe?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, if you guys want to go down there and see maybe what we can get, I'm sure they're not there anymore.
Okay.
It might be the best way to get the trail going.
Yeah, I can, if you guys don't have a car, I can, you can just hop in mine.
Yeah, don't have a car.
She'll motion to the car.
I'm just gonna start walking toward it without saying anything else.
Not having a permanent car is really no obstacle to not having a car when you need one, though.
Okay, so you three ladies make it to the car. Probably the back seat's a little dusty, or a little cluttered with makeup, clothes, things that you usually carry on the road that you don't really have people in your car with. So whoever's in the back seat kind of push all that stuff down, and you make your way back to the law firm. and the lights are all on. It is around this time, would be about midnight, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. So the law firm is supposed to be closed, but the lights are still on. And you do see the shattered window from Jasmine's office if you look up.
Them lights supposed to be on.
No, but I don't think I turned them off when I left, so it's a bit of a toss-up.
Are there, like, police or anybody around checking this out?
Yeah, there's like one beat cop who seems to be at the base of where the broken window is. He's kind of inspecting all the broken glass shards on the sidewalk, and he's talking on his ham radio, kind of calling it in, maybe to investigate it, like a possible break-in or something.
She's gonna try and get the glass out of her hair before they get too close.
I will help her out a bit if I see something that she is like way back in her hair, just like see something shining, I'll grab it for
her. Thanks. And so just walking up, we'll kind of try and ignore the cop and just go in.
Okay. Are you gonna be sneaking about it, or are you just gonna
just walk in?
Okay, he's gonna eye you three. Excuse me, miss? And
hi, yeah.
Hey, is this your building?
Yeah, I work here.
Your name?
Jasmine Rosenthal.
You got a business card or anything, or?
You kind of like search around and then hand one, and it'll have the name of the firm on it.
Okay, and you see him pull out like a notepad and start writing down your name as well as the law firm and telephone number, information, things like that, and hand it back. He says, might not be the best to go inside at the moment. Might be a possible break-in. You notice there's a broken window in your firm, right?
I do see it, but I'm a little more concerned now. I have some files I need to get to very quickly.
I realize that, Miss Rosenthal, but you really should leave this to authorities. First scout the place top to bottom. Make sure that no one's hiding inside for your safety.
Thank you, but that won't be necessary. I won't touch anything, so you sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna give the cop a big toothy smile and just be like, don't worry, I'm her bodyguard, she'll be fine.
She'll fucking laugh.
Do a whatever convincing roll is. Empathy?
Let me look
or
at my
like
sheet.
Maybe charisma expression, or maybe
I was gonna go with charisma subterfuge because it's a bit of a lie. I'm not technically your bodyguard. I could be.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, 1 second.
And do a difficulty roll of 5 because he is human. Okay.
I am the most bodyguard to bodyguard ever. 6 successes.
He's very convinced. He kind of looks you up and down. He kind of senses the unknown danger that kind of has that vibe around all kindred, and he's like, well as that may be, I think I should still accompany you ladies for your safety.
If you insist, officer.
Okay. And
is Izzy sneaking, or are you trying to do a mask and come along?
She did a mask, or she did obfuscate, right?
Yeah, third of obfuscate is mask.
Yeah. Dame, are you masking?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, she looks like a normal human.
I would never ever walk up to a human.
No, I said, were you sneaking, get out of the car and try to go around some other way, or were you using mask?
Oh no, I'm just gonna walk up with you. Why would I go to the extra effort?
Alright, so the cop will try to extend his hand out for the key to the law firm. to unlock it?
You'll just get it. Thank
Okay,
you.
Yeah, he'll unlock it and kind of open the door, lead in first, like hand close to his sidearm, and kind of scan the area. Says, you guys normally leave the lights on at this time?
No, not normally.
Right. And he'll kind of lead on ahead a little further and talk on his ham radios like, this is Jake Wilson of, badge number, blah, 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 blah. And he'll kind of call it in saying, like, I'm entering the law firm now, scanning the place for any potential break-ins. And he'll say, all right, well, get what you need to get, and we'll see what happens.
She'll go to wherever the cameras are, man. That camera room with the cameras in it, where all of the security is.
Okay. Yeah, so on the first floor, there's actually like a security, booth where there's, you have security just in case anything happens, and behind that would be the computer terminal connected to all the cameras. And if only you had someone that was really good with cameras and surveillance equipment. Be so
Fucking auto,
convenient.
man. No call, no show.
All these cameras, it's like camera porn. Anyways. Yeah, and you make your way back to the terminal, and the officer will you're piquing his interest as to why you're going back there.
Yeah, no, she'll kind of like nudge Izzy to do something, but she'll kind of look around her office to see if anything, or kind of just head up into her office to see if anything's been taken.
All right, so to give you a layout of your law firm, it's actually 2 stories. So the first floor would be like the lobby, as well as some minor offices like accounting, maybe some other, firms that may have share the same building as you, essentially. And those are the security booth in the first floor, and then you would lead upstairs into the law firm that you work at. So, so you kind of look. Just to get a visual. Are you looking at the security station and then making your way upstairs, kind of nonchalantly, not to raise any suspicious eyes?
Yeah, and just like deeply hope that, like, with a nudge towards Izzy, that she stays at the security area and like does a thing. She will just wicked assume that she's good at security shit.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
You can do that. No.
Is Izzy useless with computers?
You got you kind of got the wrong Nosferatu there. I can try. I've got 2.
Got some computer?
She just like nudges your shoulder, and you're like, what are you doing? And like nudge back even harder.
I thought you
Oh, honey.
I thought you said you could do things with the cameras.
Oh.
I thought you said this.
No. I said I could get them to someone who could.
Oh, well, shit, that's...
By me, I just meant, us in general as a clan.
I mean, that's exactly what I kind of meant. I wasn't necessarily assuming, but I figured one of your Nosferatu friends could do this.
Well, I'm so sorry.
No. I've got a friend who's good at this shit. I've got another friend who's good at something else, and then I'm really good at breaking in places and taking shit,
Yeah, so I'm so sorry. I did not mean to be the vampire.
You're just racist. Oh no, you've offended me. Horrible.
But when you said me,
I'm so offended. I don't care. I can give it a shot too myself. Well, I know a little bit.
Okay. Are you going to be using obfuscate at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. As you guys go up the stairs, turn the corner, you're out of the line of sight of the officer, and you just immediately just disappear in front of his eyes. He doesn't even he immediately stops for a second and says, "Whoa, where did that? There's 3 of you."
Had fun.
Let me check my charming skills again.
Shit, hold on.
I didn't realize that was what I would have had to do. Oh well, whatever. It's funny now.
Alright, I am going to try to do a very standard, traditional kind of just flirty, charming, pay attention to me and forget what you just saw.
Do not look behind the man in the curtain.
So I don't know if you want me to roll something specific, but Sydney will actually just try to walk up to the officer and catch his attention and then also walk kind of away from that direction. So like keep your eyes on me and just sort of catch the name on his badge and smiling, just be like asking him about his job.
Okay, go ahead and roll a manipulation, empathy,
Sure.
or expression.
Two.
Okay, as he's trying to look around for Izzy, again, hand on his sidearm, he does meet eyes with Sid, and go ahead and say what you're going to say. His name's Jake, by the way.
And I'm gonna look down at his name tag. Jake, tell me, how long have you been an officer?
I've been on the force for 7 years, ma'am. And he's still kind of looking around, but once he meets eye contact with you, he begins to not be so skittish.
I'm gonna stand, a little extra closer to him and continue talking. Just, that's very interesting. I used to have a friend a long time ago that was a police officer. He wound up having to leave the force after an accident. But I always thought the police officers were so brave for what they do.
Well, that's mighty kind of you to say, ma'am. And he'll, again, not being so skittish, he starts to loosen up. He was pretty tense before, but begins to loosen up. And are you sure there wasn't a third? Where did she go? She went to the bathroom or something?
Perhaps. I think I saw her take her cell phone out. She probably got the call and just wanted to step away.
Right, well, as long as she doesn't touch anything, I think we'll be okay here.
Oh, of course. We're both friends of Jasmine. Like I said, I'm her bodyguard, so.
Right, and, mixed martial arts or something, or you seem pretty scrawny for a bodyguard.
I'm gonna give him a punch in the shoulder, and,
His arm falls off! Okay.
It's not Deckard. Anyway, so she's just gonna give him a nice, punch in the shoulder and just say, oh, not so much specifically trained in any one art. I just know how to deal with a bit of a scrap.
Okay. And he'll give he returns the flirtatious. He gives a flirty chuckles, right. Well, let's do what we gotta do here before the other officers arrive.
Of course. Thank you so much for helping, officer.
Of course, ma'am. This is, nothing's confirmed yet, so as long as we don't touch anything, I think we'll be just fine.
Yes, I believe Jasmine, and you're still nearby, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe
She is just watching and trying not to laugh.
You just wanted to make sure that this break-in didn't mean anything of your own papers lost, correct?
Yeah. I just need to grab some files. I'm hoping that they're intact.
Okay. So you are making your way towards the office then?
Yeah.
All right. So as you open the door to your law firm, again, there's the secretary desk in front, and you make your way down the hallway. You do notice that your door the door handle has been completely melted off. You see the remains of iron, like copper, whatever metal that the door knob was made of, just liquefied on the floor and kind of seeped into the carpet. And with that, the window blinds are still closed, and there is like the giant hole inside the wooden door as well. But inside your office is a complete mess. There's files, there's papers littered everywhere. It seems that your computer has still been on, and someone has obviously been searching through the computer. The laptop that they used with the USB drive is no longer there, and cabinets from your desk are just left open, some even on the floor.
Well, shit.
This doesn't look so good.
No, this looks like kind of a fucking shit show, if I'm gonna be honest here. I don't even know where to start looking.
Yeah, and as the officer makes a line of sight into the office and notices the door handle as well and the shattered window, he immediately calls it in. This is Jake Wilson of LAPD, badge number blah 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 blah. We need backup immediately for a possible break-in. We have a victim here, and I'll question her. Standard routine mumbo jumbo that he spews out.
As the officer, especially when the officer's on the call, I want to try to gently step a couple more feet into the office, because I figured he would probably wouldn't want us in there. If I can get like a good step or so from the door, I would give a scan of the room to catch any signs of any kind of evidence that might lead to like who it was, what they were particularly looking for, anything that stands out more than just the mess.
Okay. Go ahead and do a wits and investigation.
Okay.
And if you want to do the same, Jasmine, you can as well.
Yeah.
Hey, what can I do?
3. You got your playlist going again?
Yes.
2.
Also, I'm waiting to see what I need to roll for computer shit.
Yeah, we'll get back to you in just 1 second.
No problem.
Yeah, so you both can obviously deduct that it was indeed the prince and Rose who paid a visit to Jasmine earlier in the night. What they were looking for, it seems they were looking for possible case files. Jasmine, off the bat of your eye, you can see that the cabinets that have been opened, there are manila folders that you kept in, like case files, have been missing. And there's not just one, there's actually multiple. And as you kind of poke around, see what they took, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and it's the officer kind of pulling you back to step out of the office and say, ma'am, I'm sorry to inform you, but this is a crime scene. I need you to step outside the hallway, and if you could wait in the lounge for me for further questioning, that would be much appreciated.
Damn it, no, this is... They took my files! I
understand, ma'am. I understand the frustration. This is why I called it in the first place. Do you have any enemies? Would there be anyone looking to harm you or steal anything from you? Do you have any cases coming up that may, be jeopardized because of this?
I'm a lawyer, so I probably have enemies, but I can't say anything specific. I don't know.
Okay. And you kind of gather the same thing, Sid. Jumping back.
Did you say, like, we got a sense it was Prince and Rose?
Oh yeah, obviously. I mean, no question about it. From the melted door handle alone, you obviously have seen this at the club before with
Yeah.
the melted escort and like her intestines kind of spewing out and her burned
Right. So
face and whatnot.
So probably Prince and or Rose and or that Nosferatu.
You couldn't tell that, but there is a trace of Rose and
Our secretive group.
from what Jasmine, yeah, as what Jasmine has told you, she did receive a visit from the prince, so you could probably gather that it happened immediately after she jumped out that window.
Got it.
So jumping back to Izzy real quick, you are obfuscated. You're going down the stairs. It is important to note that the security cameras are on, so you're not, completely invisible to the cameras. But you do make your way to the security terminal, and go ahead and roll me an intelligence and computer. And if you want to give Destiny a call, like to walk you through the steps, I'll even give you like a -1 on the difficulty.
Sure, yeah.
Now you go to the start menu. Wait, start menu. There's a start menu.
How smart is Izzy? I just want to know. Nice, man.
She's not stupid. This is a wit slow. Hey!
Nice. Okay, so you got 3, 4, 3. You did it the wrong way. 3.
I did it the wrong way. Yeah, 3.
Okay, so yeah, you're on the phone with Destiny, and you're like, all right, and she's walking you through the process of the security terminal, and you do pull up the video, and you see the prince and Rose make their way into the lobby. They're talking to the security guard, and it seems like he's a little bit hypnotized as to, he seems a little bit on edge at first because the law firm was closed at the time they arrived. And then immediately he seems to, his body language changes almost immediately as he makes eye contact with either Rose or the prince, you're unsure. And he leads them up to the office, to the law firm, and it's there in the lobby. You can see like where the secretary desk is. There is no secretary, but they do make their way to the door and make contact. They have their discussion with Jasmine, and they, show the laptop, the USB drive, and everything. There isn't a camera in Jasmine's office, but you can see it through the window before she closed it, what they were doing. So they talk for a little bit, and then they move back to the lobby waiting for Jasmine, and that's when they immediately stand up and make their way to the office, and you see the Rose, her hands begin to glow a very luminescent light, and the door itself begins to melt as well as the door handle, and they make their way inside. It is important to note they don't come back out the door.
Did we get a description of what they look like in a previous stream?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It was back at the club. The prince has short blonde hair, very rugged. He's very finely dressed in a suit. He has a very almost porcelain face. He's a very handsome gentleman. And Rose has very velvet black, jet black hair, a little bit past her shoulder, very wavy, dark red lipstick, and very attractive as well. She's kind of wearing a business pantsuit in this exchange, where she was wearing a very fine dress at the club.
Okay. I know I'm not there watching the video, but I was trying to make sure I remember.
Yeah, it's
the
fine.
description.
I was going to give a description earlier, but So yeah, that's what you see on the security terminal. They don't come back out the door.
Huh. Okay.
And there is no cameras outside the firm itself, just inside. There's no alleyway cameras or anything like that either.
It's just the one inside. Got you. Okay. Okay.
What's the name of Jasmine's detective bud? Bro? Whatever.
I don't
Mr.
remember.
Detective Face.
Cameron. I don't remember, so we'll just say Cameron.
Okay.
That's what his friends call him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a first or last name, but I'll...
Yeah, Cameron Detective Face.
Cameron, no, it's Detective Face Cameron.
Oh,
His
Cameron.
first name is Face.
no, that's
Cameron
better.
Acer. This summer.
Just call him Ace.
Yeah, let's call him Ace. How about that?
Sleuth makes sleuth face.
No.
So with that,
She'll tell the officer, yeah, I can't. I need to go. This is not. But if you want my witness testimony, then you can have Detective Cameron get it from me.
Yeah, 1 second. Were you gonna do anything else, Izzy, after the security footage? Were you gonna do anything after the security footage?
No, just looking at the feed and going, huh, okay. While I have Destiny in the lot a minute ago, I am probably gonna end up trying to find a place for somebody to stay on the down low.
Okay, and you probably could arrange that easily. Have
Mhm.
like a hole-on-the-wall hotel or something, like a favor of a friend or something. And yeah, going back to Sid and Jazzy, as you say that to the officer kind of eyes you up and down, like very curiously, and go ahead and do a charisma empathy to try to convince him.
Was that to me?
To Jazz, because she wants to leave.
So many successes.
Yeah, you can easily convince him, and he'll
Like,
rub
I
the back
would-
of his.
It's 6 successes.
Yeah, he'll rub the back of his head. He says, "Ma'am, I'd really rather prefer you stay, but I do realize that it is late, so I think we can manage you scheduling into the department tomorrow morning, maybe around 10 a.m. Or maybe we can give you a call or something."
Yeah, just give me a call. I'll figure it out with him.
All right, ma'am. I know I shouldn't have to tell you this, but don't leave town.
Don't worry, officer. I'll make sure she gets home safe and stays there.
Right. And because you did flirt with him, he'll try to like get your number.
Oh, no. No, I feel bad.
No.
I feel bad. Hi, Mr. Officer.
So you want to get a drink sometime? I know a bar down the road. Or...
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll give him my phone number. That'd be a nice drink later.
Aw. Aw. Okay, so his face is like lit up. You made his day.
Oh.
And he's like, "Well, ladies, as I said, don't leave town, and make sure your friend leaves the building as well. Make sure she doesn't touch anything, and we'll give you a call tomorrow for your testimony."
Just as a note, I want to write it on his hand.
Aw. You cute kindred, you.
Well, actually,
Alright.
okay, so it's cute, but it's also a little bit sinister because I want people to be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh, true.
It's a little bit cute and mean.
All right. So, anyways, yeah. So you guys gonna leave the building?
Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm gonna sort of follow lead, like just stay by her side, like a bodyguard.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So you guys make your way down the hallway from where you came in. Go down the stairs. You don't see Izzy. You have no idea where she is. So, I assume you guys just go outside.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'll
wait by the
quickly
car.
text her. We're outside now in the parking lot.
Okay. So, Izzy, you want to steal anything or touch pictures?
No, this is kind of what I can do. Is there anything that looks like it might be worth dealing to have a look at later.
Like appraising wise, like money, like is this on it?
Like documents, anything.
Oh, at the security terminal, no. You may see like a key ring that they like a key box where they have the keys to all the doors, but that's about it.
Eh. Nah.
Okay. So you two ladies are outside. Jasmine, your office has been ransacked.
It has.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna turn to her, and as long as like we're not near the office or anybody else that would be prying ears, just gonna kind of go, that said it already, but that doesn't seem very good. Are you worried about your cases being upset?
Actually, yeah, I am.
What do you think those two would be, or the people following you are looking for?
I think they're looking to upset any sort of superficial harmony we have. To be honest, what they wanted to show me before was definitely along the lines of, well, I'm angry with Otto with what they've shown me, so I don't know what they could have taken. I don't know what they're looking for.
At that, I'm just gonna shake my head and kind of wait to see if we see Izzy come along, or if she texts back.
Yeah. No, I'll just show up.
Hey, did you manage to figure anything out in there, or?
Nothing you might not have already figured. The prince was there, and Rose was there, and Rose met with the door, and they went in and kind of ransacked you looking for shit.
Yeah, well.
They did not come back out the same door.
Should we really keep calling him the prince? I think we should come up with something else.
Well, he said his name was Isaac, but I could call him Dickface if you prefer. If it's not taken.
Yes, that works for me.
Prince Dickface, Prince of LA.
Dick McDickface.
Okay, and as you
no, but they did not come back out the same door. That's the only odd thing that I saw.
Well, right.
Also, they have the security people they talked to kind of just were like, oh, okay. So.
And you guys do remember seeing this happen. Yeah, you guys do remember seeing this happen to Cell back in the club.
Yep.
It's weird that they didn't try to cover their tracks, though, especially for Camarilla. Like, that I was able to just look at the security footage.
Yeah, no, they were very thorough, I thought.
Yeah, normally, yes, they are. This is really weird. Like, I know they don't have the connections, but if they could just kind of waltz their way in here, they could have waltzed their way back out with the tape.
Yeah, well, I mean,
one of
maybe
three things. Either they are complete idiots. 2, they're stubborn and cocky, which essentially means they're idiots. Or 3, it's some kind of bait or setup.
Yeah, they either want us to find them or they're stupid. And, I don't like either of those options because both of them could get us killed at this point.
I'd say it's not even entirely out of the realm that it's both.
Hey, well, we at this point, I think we could have gotten killed at multiple points. So
little bit.
So really, this is fine.
As you three are talking, you do hear police sirens kind of in the distance, making its way towards the building.
Well, I don't really want to stick around for this if you guys...
I'm gonna nod along with Jazz and say, like, no, we should keep going.
Yeah, let's, chill, get the doors and like, or like unlock them, not open them for you, but like.
I understood.
Get in.
Yeah. So, all right. So we'll start with Izzy. Izzy, what are you gonna be doing?
Gonna pretend like I'm leaving, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna start looking through the building again.
Okay, obfuscated.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you kidding me? I get to be in an law firm? Yes, I'm gonna steal so much shit.
Wait, are you not taking a ride from her?
I don't need a ride.
Okay, yeah, she won't question it.
question. Sorry for my stupidity of being a storyteller. For obfuscate, do you need to be in the shadow at all? Because it is a well-lit building.
For 1 and 2, yeah, you should kind of... Well, 1, you should definitely be in the shadows and not really moving or much. 2, as long as you stay towards shadows, corners, out of things. If it's a really brightly lit room, yeah, 2's very difficult to put off.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's up to you if you still want to rummage. But again, it is a pretty well-lit, firm building. There's not too many shadows. There may be like a couple of planters with trees that offer some shadow, but nothing like sneaking around.
Actually, okay, so no, 2 would be fine in light. Just, you have to, you'd have to make the roll, and your success can determine, like, how well you skirt around if there's a lot of people walking around. You can't speak, attack, or otherwise draw attention to yourself. If you, like a video game with really high stealth, if you're just down and walking slowly, otherwise you should be fine on 2. 1 is where you have to stick to the shadows and be insanely quiet.
Okay. So, yeah, it's up to you. But, Jasmine, what are you going to be doing?
She's going to ask Sid, hey, so I'm probably gonna stay like a hotel or something, but I would really appreciate if you wouldn't mind maybe coming with me to pick up some things. I don't know if they know where I live.
Oh, Izzy does text you a place to go that's kind of off the radar. That you can say.
It's like free of charge.
But it sounds like Jazzy was asking Sid to come along as basically a bodyguard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like laugh at that and then say, yeah, if you actually do need a bodyguard, I charge at least $20 a night. I've still got bills to pay.
Yeah, no, I'll pay you if that's what you need.
Damn, $20.
I'm being nice, but still asking for money, essentially.
Is it a bodyguard or a sleepover?
Right each other's head.
Yeah. So, Izzy, are you going to be poking around the law firm now?
Yeah, I'm in a law firm. I'm gonna steal shit.
Okay. Go ahead
Even
and
if it's
roll.
just a nice pen.
Okay. So, yeah. Are you gonna be going in the building before the police get there, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
First
So,
off,
yeah.
I want to make sure that what they did is not on the camera for them to look at. So I am actually covering our ass.
Okay. So, as Jasmine and Sid leave to pick up things at, her place and potentially go to the hotel that she's going to be staying at, meanwhile, that's happening. Izzy, you wait a couple of minutes, you're poking around maybe. What are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna be trying to take pictures of files and shit.
Okay. And go ahead and roll me a wits stealth.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing a lot of these, so.
Yeah.
Whew, okay, well.
Okay, 1.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay,
Yeah.
Izzy.
Got 1 at least.
I'm rolling 8 dice and I each have 4 in them. Do I get a specialty?
Negative.
It's stealing shit. That's literally my specialty.
Negative. So you do take pictures of files that you wanted to go. Are you going into Jasmine's office, or are you...
Honestly, anywhere. Just anywhere that's convenient. That is a bit
So
out
you're
of the
just
way.
taking pictures of random files?
Yeah, I'm honestly just grabbing information because this is literally my job.
Okay. Yeah, you go into like one of the doors. It's like an accountant office, like accounting firm.
Yeah, it's
There's a lot of
particular
numbers and
evidence.
pages.
Anything that's like pictures of evidence, that kind of thing.
Relating to like the prints and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and do a wits investigation then for me too.
Okay. I'm also just going for anything in general. Just
Yeah, because I was gonna say if you're taking random pictures of like, oh hey, look, it's someone's paycheck and account number, awesome.
Oh, that too. No, absolutely, I'm doing that too. Yep.
That's when you want to break into like the CEO's office. Just take pictures of his
Heck
stuff.
yeah.
Don't bother with anybody else's. They're getting paid nothing.
You said wits and investigation.
Yeah. See how well you can snoop around.
Compounded, but so one again.
All right.
I don't know why it keeps hitting the compound button. Sorry.
It's okay. So yeah, you clumsily
Oh, what to go with that?
look around each office, and you're kind of shuffling papers, and you see like like some account numbers of like an accountant. You're like, ooh, and you take a picture. I will say that you did forget to like turn the phone on silent or like vibrate, so like the picture sound just kind of like echoes through the law firm, and you hear
Back in black goes. Oh shit.
yeah, and you like hear footsteps coming down the stairway, and you hear the voice of Jake. Like, hello, anyone here? Police, LAPD. And it's actually moments after that the sirens make their way to in front of the building, and you hear the doors opening and closing, as well as more footsteps leading into the firm itself. About 2 footsteps. And yeah.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay, do a wits and stealth again, because you're gonna have to go past them.
Can't go out the window.
From where you are, no.
Fuck.
But
Okay.
I mean, you could shatter another window if you want, but
No.
draw attention to you.
I'm not here to break shit yet.
Okay, so yeah, wits and stealth.
Jesus.
Oh
I got roll for shit to do.
Oh my god. Okay,
Well, hopefully,
Not having a
at
good
this
day.
point where it don't matter that much, I've gotten all my bad rolls out the way.
You're good.
Damn
Yeah.
it. Fuck.
So as you kind of go through the lobby, you see the 3 officers, 2 males, 1 female, and you accidentally bump into the shoulder of the female, and she immediately turns to you and says, "Hey, what are you doing here? Were you here? Where? Because you just kind of appeared out of nowhere."
Time to lie.
Yeah, and they all kind of, again, hands to their sidearms, looking at you with intent to arrest.
I'm going to lie. I'm going to roll first, and then I'm going to react based on how I rolled.
I really wish that Izzy kept.
Oh!
Good job.
Yes!
Yeah, man. See, I just wish you kept smoke bombs on you. You know what I mean?
Ninja!
Like Batman. Like...
Izzy out.
All right, so
She's
what are you
like,
gonna
no,
tell
no,
these
no.
officers?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was hiding because I heard there was a thing going off, and then I heard the sirens, and it scared me. So I've just been hiding in a closet, and I really want to go home. Please, can I please go home?
Are you still? Yeah, you're still vast.
Yeah, why would
Are
I
you
not
changing?
be fast?
Yeah, are you changing your appearance at all, or are you sticking to the same appearance?
Oh no, I look different. Yeah, when I went back in to steal shit, I look different now.
Okay,
Sorry, I should have said that beforehand.
that's fine. I just wanted to clarify. So they're all gonna, a little tension still, but they're not as tense, and they'll say, "Do you work here?"
Kind of. I just kind of, I'm just an intern. I like, empty the waste baskets and go get coffee and shit, and I just, and shit going off, and I just kind of, I got stuck in the closet, and I
all
just
right,
do
man.
my head there, and I don't know what to do.
Calm down, man.
What?
Calm down. We're here. It's okay. No one's in the building that we've seen. We've searched the place except you. We might have missed you in one of the supply closets or something. But if you could just stick around and we can ask you a few questions about where you were tonight.
Oh,
that would be
yeah.
much obliged.
Yeah, sure. He looks around for a convenient closet.
Okay, and Jake, the previous officer that you guys met before, he'll kind of lead you to like a chair, give you a box of tissues because he thinks you're, hysterical at this point. And he'll be, "It's all right, ma'am. It's okay. My name's Jake. What's your name?"
My name is Daisy.
All right, Daisy. So where were you at tonight? Why don't you tell me?
I was
just
in
where
the
you were.
closet. I was in the closet down the hall over there.
Right. Before the
shutter,
closet,
and I
Daisy.
just kind of hid. What?
Do you see any suspicious people coming in as you were cleaning up? Do you see any?
I saw people
robbers?
go. I saw like people go into an office, and then a window broke, and I don't know. I've just been hiding for hours.
Okay. Well, you're safe now. Okay. And they'll, continue to
Thank you.
interrogate you and kind of get your alibi, so to say. So while that's going on, Jazz and Sid, you said you were gonna go to your place of residence, Jazz?
Yes.
Okay, so you make it there. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. You can pick up whatever you need to pick up, and after that, you're making your way to the slummy hotel.
She'll probably just find a nice one, honestly.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. There's probably some Hyatts or other stuff like that around. A little more pricey, but definitely luxury.
Yeah, no, she'll go for one of those.
Okay.
Does Jazzy want me to come along with her to the hotel?
I mean, she still has you in the car, so she'll. I don't know what you want to do. Do you want me to drop you off somewhere, or?
I can find my way back, and I'll if she gives me like the money, I'm just gonna like wave that like cab fare.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, she'll give you probably like 100, and say, yeah, sorry, I don't really have any more on me.
I'm just gonna laugh and nice. Let me get you back for this later. I don't have much on myself either.
No, I mean you charged $20 to come with me and make sure my house was vampire free, so this is fine.
Works for me, and I'm just gonna pocket it. If she doesn't have anything else, I'm just gonna start walking down the street. I'm not even gonna try to get a cab yet. I just want to actually walk for a little bit out, in the dark of the night, and then actually, breathe in the cool air. I'm still very shaken up by finding out that Aiden's in town and this whole Prince nonsense, so I just actually want some quiet time, just by myself.
Yeah, of course. You could take all the time you need, really. After Jazz and yours parting, Jasmine, you're making your way to the hotel, and you do receive a call on your burner phone from an unknown caller.
She'll answer.
Okay. And, that was rather rude. You didn't even pod farewell. And it's the voice of the prince.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you melted my door.
Well, it didn't have to come to such vulgar outcomes, really. We did offer our hand in partnership, but instead you slapped me in the face.
Well, actually, I jumped out a window. I messed up a really nice pantsuit.
And there'll be silence on the phone for a second. It says, "You have quite the silver tongue there, Jasmine."
Thanks, Isaac.
Yes, Isaac. And he'll kind of ponder on that name for a second. Says, "Well, Jasmine, I just wanted to show you we do not mean you any harm yet. There's still time to cooperate with us. I know you were probably scared of our sudden arrival, but, well, I hope there's always room for second chances."
Sure. I mean, maybe next time we meet, it's not a surprise visit, yeah?
Well, I can't promise that, but we will be meeting again very soon.
All right, well, you have a good night.
You too, Jasmine. Stay safe. Watch your back, and, don't get into too much trouble. And, well, before you leave, we took the liberty of borrowing a couple of files. I hope you don't mind.
I mean, I do, honestly. I'd love to know what you took.
Well, it wouldn't be a surprise if I told you now, would it?
Well, that's the point. That's why I'm asking.
Well, ask all you want, but maybe we can come to some other deal if you're still willing.
I'll think about it.
Good. I'll contact you soon. Have a pleasant night, Jasmine. And he'll hang up after that.
Okay.
So yeah, did you guys want to do anything else throughout your night? Izzy, it actually takes about closer to like a 1 or 2 hours. You're in the law firm, just answering all these questions,
Bullshit
like
crap, yeah.
solidifying your alibi.
I'm trying to be the most useless witness ever.
Pretty much, and like the female cop starts to roll her eyes, and she's very like scoffing at you, like grow pair.
Why are you laughing at me?
Pretty much. So after you do leave the, the interrogation, so to say, if you were to look at your phone, you see like 4 or 5 notifications on your phone because it was put on silent. And they're all text messages from Destiny.
What do they say?
The first one says, "Hey, call me back when you can." And then like 5 minutes after, it says, "Hey, emergency, call now." 10 minutes later, it says, "Boris had me do something again. I need help." And it just says like, "Call me now, emergency, now. Where are you?"
Calling up.
And the dial tone begins to call, and she's, "Hello.
Hey, you okay? Alright, I got it.
Where were you, Izzy? I was trying to contact
Come in
you."
my house, okay? The police caught me breaking in somewhere. Let's pretend.
"Police! God, Izzy!" And she gives like a heavy sigh, like,
It's a bit of bad luck.
How did you get
no problem. They just let me out. It's not a big deal.
Boris,
I made myself useless and they let me go.
listen, Boris got a call a couple of minutes ago, and he told me to hack that law firm you're at.
The one I just dealt with.
footage. Erase some security footage.
I already did that. Is it of what's their faces? Already did that.
Oh, you already erased it?
I thought I said that I did that, yeah.
Oh.
I said that was the first thing I did.
It's doubly erased. It is erased.
It is still erased!
Existence.
God! Oh yeah, no, I already did that.
Okay, well, I mean, Boris, he's getting agitated. He's a little on edge. So
Why
don't
did someone
piss him off
ask
or
him
anything.
to erase that?
Yeah, Hassan, Isaac.
Isaac?
Yeah, remember the anagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent in an order, he wanted the footage to be gone.
Okay, because... I'm gonna come talk to you. Make sure he's not there.
Oh, he's here.
Right. Okay, in which case I have a bunch of random shit that might interest him.
Alright, well, don't get caught by any cops.
I mean, I already did that and walked myself out of it like a smooth fucker, like I always do. Be there in a bit.
Alright, and with that, she hangs up the phone. Sid, do you have anything else you want to do for the night?
The previous session, I did tell at least, drawing a blank. My gal pal.
Jewel?
Yes, I did tell Jewel about the meeting, and I think I told Fang too, and they were discussing with me, like, should they come along even though I was told to come alone? How should we deal with this?
Oh, yeah, after that meeting with Anthony, you did receive the call from the prince to have a meeting tomorrow at 9 p.m., and you did tell them, and, you did mention that they preferred you come alone, but because they're not Camarilla, they're going to try to set up an ambush on the prince to try to capture him.
Yeah, and I think that's where it ended. Like, we didn't decide how to
Yeah.
do that. So I
I kind of skimmed over the details, like
Yeah.
you guys discussed it for, whatever you guys wanted to do. You can tell me later, or, just I can come up with it.
Yeah, so my goal the rest of the night would just be having a breather, walking down the street. I'd actually only take the cab the last, like, maybe mile or so back to the apartment where we're staying. And once I get there, I would catch up with Jewel. I don't know if Fang's around. He's that mysterious sort that pops in and out. But assuming
Pretty
she's
much.
around, I would definitely want to speak with her and say, what's the status? Have we figured anything out more yet?
Her face kind of lights up as she sees you. She's, genuinely concerned about your well-being, and, since Camarilla are in town and that you seem to be getting stuck, she's very happy that you're okay. She'll kind of jump up and say, oh yeah, we're just gonna walk in and kick their ass, really.
You're not even going to try to sneak around from the side of the building? Just head on first?
Yeah, just waltz up, punch him in the face a couple times, and, call it a day.
Julie, I think perhaps even if you go running at him with a baseball bat full of knives, perhaps do it from an alleyway first?
She kind of gives you like a stern look, like, Sid, I'm kidding. I'm not that,
I'm gonna
And,
laugh with a sigh of relief. Okay.
No, so we looked at the address he kind of gave you, and it seems to be at a private airstrip, so there's going to be a lot of dark there, a lot of hiding places for us. So we'll keep a close eye on you and hide in the shadows, try to see if he has any surprises of his own. It is the prince. I'm sure he's not going to be coming alone either.
Of course, are we bringing any other, human ghoul members of the Wolf Hounds?
Nah, Randy's too busy with his bar, and the other ghouls are, kind of making sure everything runs okay. So it's just
Fair
going to
enough.
be Fang and I. We did call Anthony to see if he wanted to join, but we didn't get a response yet.
Alright. At that, I'm just gonna, like, rub my neck, and I'm obviously looking like I've just been kind of tense without necessarily realizing it, and I'm letting my muscles relax a little and just Yeah, I think I might turn in a bit early and make sure I'm fresh for whatever hell comes tomorrow.
Yeah, try to get some rest, girl. I mean, you deserve it. If you ever need to talk, I'm just a room next door.
Of course. I'm gonna like give her a friendly little like slap on her shoulder.
Yeah, and she'll kind of give a playful punch on your like boob or something.
Perfect.
Yeah. So with that, did anyone else want to do anything before the night ends?
She's gonna order room service and bite a busboy or whatever. That's about it.
Sorry, what? Oh, you're
Like-
gonna feed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. You do that.
And we could take a little break here for anyone who needs to run off for
I
a
was
minute. Yeah, we'll do unofficial little just AMA period if anyone has questions for the characters or anything like that. Go ahead and ask them now. We'll just take about 5, max 10 minutes. Just take a little break.
Cool. Dandy.
So excited.
Yeah.
I like Jewel too much. I need a girlfriend like her in real life.
I would make the best chick,
You would.
said every guy.
I love
Izzy
my husband.
shaking
I love
her
my husband
head.
because he just says 100%. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I'd be an absolute slut if I was a woman.
That's like every guy, though.
Would
Pretty much.
Izzy ever wear a shirt that says, yes, but Scars, please keep staring and go in public? Yeah. Yes, she would.
That's actually not a bad idea.
She absolutely would use that. Yep.
So, like, because of this AMA, and I have a question for both of you, really. Izzy,
Yeah.
what's going through your mind as a character right now? And then Sid.
I mean, Boris has always been an opportunist. He's going to be on the winning side. He's a bit of a weasel. Camera will approach him. He's like, yeah, sure. There's no way he doesn't know who they are. The Anarchs approach him. He's like, yeah, sure. I mean, that's just Nosferatu in general, but him in particular. He's going to try and survive no matter what. I can't really trust him. Not that I have a particular set of loyalty to one side or another. I just don't particularly like the Camarilla that much, considering I got ran out of London. So that kind of limits me options, you know.
Yeah, and, what about the other gangs, like Lilith and your party members, really?
Otto wants me to join the Streetwalkers. I don't like Lilith at all. She's unstable as fuck. So, not so much wanting to join the Streetwalkers. I feel a bit bad for Destiny. She's just kind of stuck in the middle doing a job. I feel like she could get in a lot of trouble if the wrong people found out she's the one that did a lot of it, but honestly, she's just doing what she's told. I mean, what else is she supposed to do?
Right. Yeah, I mean, Boris has usurped the previous gang leader, and he seems to be pretty ruthless, so.
Yep.
Cool. All right, Sid, what about you? Thoughts?
Sydney is a little concerned about the next night. She's like, sure, this is some kind of trap ambush thing. And if it's the prince with at least like this Rose and Nosferatu that seem like they're pretty powerful. Yeah, Fang is powerful too, and Jewel's nothing to mess with, but she's just starting to feel a little bit antsy about like, what have we gotten ourselves into? I don't want anyone getting hurt on my account. And also just, yeah, she's just getting a little worked up about what's gonna happen next. Very anxious, like edge of her seat, like what's happening. And also she's like, hey, maybe I can call my new officer buddy, have him come along.
Let's get fucked up.
Just like, just call him up all of a sudden and be like, hey, I'm in this airfield getting a drink, wanna come down?
I can't drink alcohol, but how about you get fucked up and then I'll get, imbibed through you.
Oh, well, that'll be later. She is just thinking, like, I have a cop now I can call if something goes down. But yeah, no, she's totally gonna call him for a quote-unquote drink later.
Cool. Alright, cool. I know Jasmine's not back, but did you want to start again?
I actually was gonna run myself for about 30 seconds. If she comes back, you can ask her the same.
Okay. Hi, English name.
Hello. But yeah, no, she's pretty worried. And not exactly sure what it is she should be doing. She does not want the Camarilla to take back over the city at all.
Yeah.
But she doesn't really like Boris either.
That seems to be like the common theme. Is like there's all these people that you work for that aren't likable, but you still work for them because security.
I mean, that's what I don't have much choice in what I do.
It's like real life having a job. You just like hate your boss, but you're like, God damn it, I need this job.
Yeah, except that add, not wanting to die in the mix of that.
Yeah, probably.
Or even, I hate this boss and or these coworkers, but it's at least better than my last one, and better than what I could get outside this one.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had that job where, like, my other options are worse, so...
Yeah, exactly. Shh, stop talking about her. She's here. Hey, Jasmine. You look healthy. Poor. If you guys don't know, Hopeless has a stomach flu. She looks like she's dying.
You look fine, darling.
Anyways, it's now going to be Tuesday. I'm assuming none of you guys have anything major planned for Monday.
No.
So to recap, what's going to be happening today?
I was gonna go home and face Boris and...
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's go do that real quick. So you arrive back at the Nosferatu Underground Network. You do see Destiny. She seems to just live at her computer at this point. You've never seen her really away from it, aside from the secret little meeting you guys had. And she'll kind of turn her chair and look at you with kind of like a frightful face, like she's almost afraid of for her life sort of deal.
I'll give her kind of a sympathetic look.
Yeah, and she'll kind of give you back, like return a solemn look in return, and turn back on her doing her computer work.
Hello, she says, announcing her presence.
Hey, Boris is in his office.
You doing alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You hang in there. She kind of pats his shoulder.
She doesn't really react to that. She just kind of is very adamant about her computer stuff that she's doing.
I'm going into Boris's office then.
All right. So are you gonna knock on the door or just kind of walk in?
I'm gonna knock.
Okay, and you hear a "Come in."
Okay. Kind of open the door, shut it, like cross my arms and kind of lean against the door. Yeah.
You see this kind of like IKEA wooden desk in front of him. He seems to be doing some like paperwork of some kind. You see like the occasional glance at like a computer that Destiny set up for him, and he'll give you a short look. What do you want?
I don't know, Destiny called and said you needed something.
Nah, I don't need nothing.
Okay. I went by that law firm today.
What law firm? What are you talking about?
What? No, hold on. No. Destiny told me someone asked you to tell her to erase some footage from this law firm.
He'll stop writing and set like his pen down and give you a very
I was already
stern look.
there, so that's why she talked to me.
Listen, what I fucking do is my business. I know Destiny's got a loose mouth of sorts, but
No, mate. She was given an opportune moment. I was already there. She had already been talking to me. I was already looking into it.
Right.
She was trying to do her job better.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you want, a fucking cookie?
No, mate. I kind of gave you shit. Look, aside from erasing the footage, I also got a bunch of other stuff for you if you want to look at it.
All right.
And I kind of just give him the stuff that I got that looks useful.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of toss him your phone, and he sees the pictures of the account numbers that you managed to take pictures of. He's like, well, this may be good later on, seeing as these people you took are somebody's, not nobody's.
Yeah, there might be. I kind of was just going through offices a bit, but
Yeah, good initiative, Izzy. And he'll kind of write down the numbers very in a post haste kind of a deal. Well, you need anything else, Izzy?
no. Just wanted to make sure everything was fine.
Yeah, everything's fucking peachy.
Great. Then cheerio, as it were, if we're gonna go with fruit.
Right. And he'll continue doing what he was doing before you came in.
Okay.
All right, so now I think we're moving
moving
on to Tuesday.
Tuesday now.
Tuesday later. Yeah, and you all kind of wake up. Izzy, we'll begin with you. You kind of wake up, a lot of stuff going on in your mind, I'm sure. And if you go to the common room area, you still see Destiny. She seems to be working day and night. You don't know if she ever sleeps, really, because you always go to bed before her and wake up after her.
Hi, Destiny. You okay?
Yeah, fine. Just, the usual.
Sure. Oh, look, I got you this. And she, hands her the card that she had gotten her of the, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, she, her eyes light up. She's like, wow, now you forgot about it.
Yeah. What a friend's for.
And as you say what her friend's for, she kind of stands up from her computer chair and gives you a tight hug.
Oh, yeah. Kind of pat her back.
Yeah. She's like, thanks, for having my back and stuff. And
Yeah,
she'll
no
sit back
worries. You're a good soul.
Yeah, right. And she'll say, hey, never believe it, but she'll pull up an email, and it's actually an invitation, the similar invitation you got in the very beginning, saying that Jeremy McNeil has set up another meeting for Wednesday.
Huh. Okay,
Yeah.
guess I'll be going there.
Yeah, I haven't shunned Boris yet.
You're gonna need to show him at some point, but thank you.
Yeah, I will eventually.
I got you.
Or maybe it'll get lost. I don't know.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, and with that, she'll kind of just resume what she was doing. But yeah, it's gonna be you see the same Jeremy McNeil cordially invites you to re-meet to discuss further matters about the Camarilla, and it's set for 10 p.m. tomorrow, which is Wednesday, at some fancy Like it's if you look up the address, it's like a old casino almost, like an Indian casino.
Fancy shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else you're gonna do today?
Go and buy fancy clothes. I got nothing.
We're going shopping.
Yeah, fucking to Goodwill. Yeah.
Get in, bitch. We're going shopping.
Get in, loser.
Go. All right. So, Sid. Not Sid. Jasmine. You wake up from your much restful sleep in a nice, like, pretty nice Tempur-Pedic bed, probably. Some fancy pillows, good comforter, all that stuff from whatever hotel you're staying in. You do have a court date at 9 p.m. today.
Yeah.
Discussing the trial of Bruce Bruce. I forgot his last name, but yeah, Bruce.
This is like an arraignment, right?
Malleone, that's his last name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, say that again?
This is like an arraignment, right?
Yeah, it's, like the pre-trial and, all that stuff. So, you do have that today, but what are you going to be doing?
She is going to stop at Zhao Lang's house, or restaurant.
Yeah. Okay. So you make your way down there, make your way downtown to Jade's Cuisine. You see the server, you're going up, and you see Zhao Lang along with his bodyguard Scarlet kind of, hello, what do I have the pleasure now, Jasmine? Don't you have some sort of pre-engagement to attend?
Yeah, in a bit, I'll be on my way there after this. I just wanted to let you know, the Camarilla did stop by my office last night. I just don't know. They took my phone, so I don't know exactly if they have your number. I would take care.
He seems to be very tense and gives you a stern look. It's actually the first time you've seen him quite perturbed, and says, well, I'm glad you're still here.
Thank you.
Well, many run-ins with the Camarilla don't usually end so graciously.
Oh, yeah, no, gracious is not a word that I would use to describe it, but thank you. I just don't exactly know what this means in terms of, they took some files, so I don't know. Just letting you know to be careful.
And again, he gives you a very irritated look. Says, yes, well, I do appreciate your services, Jasmine, but we cannot let this happen again.
All right.
I would hate for anything to happen to you if things were to happen again.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad we see eye to eye then. Well, be careful, be cautious, and if you need anything, you know who to go.
All right, she'll just leave.
Yep. And actually, as you're kind of stepping out, Scarlet, his bodyguard, actually accompanies you out the door, which is the first time, and you do feel some sort of tension with her as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna make your way to the courthouse then?
Yeah.
All right, so as you arrive, you walk up the steps into the courthouse. You see the lobby area where there's like the trial rooms in each little room. You do see a familiar face in the hallway actually, and it's a Japanese man, and he's wearing like some street clothes actually. Last time you saw him, he was in a suit guarding a door, and you know him as Jin actually.
Is he just I don't know what exactly is he doing?
He's leaning against a wall. He seems to be waiting for something or someone, And as he makes eye contact with you, he pushes himself off the wall and begins to walk towards you.
She'll meet him halfway.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Jasmine.
Yeah, Jin, right?
And he'll give a nod. I have been doing my own investigation.
Uh-huh.
And he'll pull, he has like a little travel backpack, like a, what do they call it? Like the laptop bags, like messenger bag. He has a messenger bag. And he'll pull out a folder. And if you open that folder, you see pictures as well as a long, like a lot of text. And the pictures are of Lilith meeting with Isaac, actually. And he says, "It seems we have a common enemy amongst us."
That's what it looks like from these pictures. I don't,
It seems Lilith is working with Camarilla. I was looking for Cell, and then I received a call that Otto has been missing as well. Tried to contact him, but he was not at his residence.
Well, shit, this concerns me. I thought it was my impression that you and Otto were not on good terms.
Otto and I are very different. However, we share the same goals. He is very loyal, and I respect him for that.
Okay, can you hang around after, well, I have to be in for arraignment, but can you hang out after, or do you have to run?
He'll give you kind of like a blank stare, and he says, "I'm giving this file to you because I have no one else to give it to. I am certain you know what to do with this and who to give it to. I know the whereabouts of Cell and possibly Otto. I'm going to make my way there."
Well, maybe just wait 2 minutes and I can help you with that.
He'll give a nod, and he'll kind of stand back after giving you the file.
Okay. She'll extend a hand in thanks.
He just bows. He actually doesn't even take the hand. He's very traditional that way.
Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. We'll figure this out.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way into the meeting courtroom, and you actually see your client Bruce, who's been missing for 2 days now. And
is anyone around him?
No, it seems to just be the judge, the police officer. I can't remember the name at the moment, like the proper term for it. Bailiff. You see the bailiff as well as the person that writes down the dialogue as to what's happening in the courtroom.
So enough people that if she were to punch him, it would be a bad idea.
Yes.
So then she'll just walk up to him and.
Yeah, and you also see the prosecutor, and it is another familiar face that you are very aware of, and it is Rose, and she seems to be wearing like the business suit, glasses, hair tied back.
Okay.
And she gives you a look back and smiles very wryly at you.
She is going to laugh and shake her hand.
And she'll give like the chuckle as well. As, "Mrs. Rosenthal, it's a pleasure to see you again."
Yeah, always a pleasure. It just fucking nope, just turn to her client and where the hell have you been?
And he's actually sitting down, very slumped, shoulders, head kind of staring down at the table. Says, I meet some friends,
Yeah, I'm gonna need a little more than that.
And as you two are discussing, the judge begins to slam on the gavel and says, Mrs. Rosenthal, Mrs. Rose. And Rose begins to stand up and face the judge and says, this is, whatever, judge. I have never been in a courtroom, so I'm not going to pretend I know. But gives the preliminary speech as to what the trial is about. He tells the jury, what he's being charged for, and that's for drug use, unlawful force, or unlawful, force, unlawful duties, as well as prostitution, soliciting, and drugs, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The rap sheet goes on. And he'll turn to you, Jasmine, and says, how does your client plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
And he gives a sign and says, okay, well, we will meet back in a couple hours. This is going to be a quick trial, as the evidence is quite concrete. Is that okay with you, Mrs. Rosenthal?
No. No, at this time we request a continuance.
And the judge will kind of turn his head and says, at what grounds?
New evidence, Your Honor.
Do you have it with you? Can you present it now?
No, I am in the process of attaining it, Your Honor.
Go ahead and do a charisma empathy.
Can do. Two.
Yep. And after much thought, you hear Rose from the prosecution side saying, Your Honor, she is merely trying to extend a losing case. I don't see any reason why we should waste your time and the jury's time. There's obvious video evidence of him using the cocaine as well as soliciting prostitution and being very aggressive to one of the Widow's Web patrons.
Your Honor, this officer of the law was unlawfully framed, and while I don't think that we should be going into the details of this matter, I will need a continuance.
And again, with much thought, very still air, the judge will say, and you're sure this evidence is going to help your case?
It is concrete and irrefutable proof that my client is innocent.
Then we will extend this until tomorrow. And he'll pound on his gavel again. So you have at exactly 24 hours, Mrs. Rosenthal, to gather your evidence and present back here tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And that'll be all. And, clack, clack, all that stuff. And you hear the murmuring of the jury, kind of, like both groaning and sighing that they have to come back in because, they basically stood here for like 30 minutes, maybe even less than that, and then immediately have to leave. So, and yeah. Bruce is actually one of the last people to stand up, say, well, guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
You're going to tell me where you were.
Listen, lady, and he'll look around and look at Rose, and I can't talk about it here, okay? You're gonna get me fucking killed, okay?
Okay. I'm going to call you then.
Right, yeah. I'll be sure to pick it up, okay?
All right. She'll watch him go.
Yeah, Rose is actually one of the first people to leave without, making eye contact with you, making a passing eye contact with you, and leaving immediately after. The jury is, one by one, they start to leave, as well as like the witnesses on the stand, or that were waiting to go on the stand. And yeah, he will be like the second to last to leave, really. He'll take a while, kind of gather his thoughts, take a deep breath, and leave immediately after.
Okay, yeah, no, she's going to group text. Gotta lead on to the Tremere.
Freaking trivia. Fuck.
Okay. And it is important to know, Jasmine, after you leave the courtroom, Jin is actually nowhere to be found.
Fuck! Okay.
So jumping to Sid, you wake up. Your thoughts have been kind of keeping you up at night, so you did not really, or keeping you up during the day. So you did get some interrupted sleep, maybe some dreams happening. And you do wake up to see Rose and Fang all dressed up and seemingly ready to go.
Jewel and Fang, right?
Sorry, yeah, Jewel and Fang. Did I say Jasmine?
Rose.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Fang and Jewel. Sorry.
Names.
Names!
I'm gonna get myself up off the couch and just quietly get ready and brush my hair and braid it and get dressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna brush my hair and braid it too, and just make sure my makeup's all spot on.
You're gonna brush the one. No, that makes sense.
My one strand of hair. Yeah, that's
Yeah, you're like Tommy Pickle.
Cut it
but
perfectly.
as a Nosferatu. So Fang will kind of give you a concerned look and say, "You sure you're up for this, kid? It's okay if you want to back out."
I'm gonna glare at him, not actually mad, but in a, like, don't you even dare kind of look, and laugh a little. Of course, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and Jewel will punch Fang on the shoulder and be like, "Yeah, man, we're just gonna walk in there, get some steaks, maybe put on my finest Van Helsing uniform and just stab the fucker in the heart."
So obviously walking into this, I don't want to have a shotgun or anything like that, but I would wear a heavy waist-length coat that could easily conceal a couple pistols. Obviously, pistols aren't great against Kindred, but they can definitely slow someone down.
Okay, go ahead and do like a wits, or no, I mean, have you roll that? So, okay. Yeah,
I mean, like,
you
as
can do
long
that.
as we have them around. I only have one resources, but I do have firearms as a skill, so I figured my my cowboy here might have some guns.
Oh, no, yeah, definitely guns. I meant to, like, hide it, but
Oh,
it's
sure.
fine. Yeah, it's fine. Now I won't have you roll for that. It's pretty well concealed. It's fine. So yeah, as soon as you guys are ready to leave, Fang will kind of eye you all and say, "Well, before we go, just know that I will make sure that your safety is number one. If I do deem it too dangerous, I will give the signal, and we'll immediately run." Is that understood?
I'm just gonna give a soft nod.
And you will do the same. Yeah, and the playful look that she once had is now replaced with a very serious, to match the tone. And leaving out, you do see like a little Honda Civic, like a convertible outside, and Fang will say, "Oh, I'll drive. You ladies sit in the back," and I haven't received a call from Anthony yet, but I gather he's too busy looking for that blood vendetta of his fallen comrade. And with that, he drives off to the address where the private airstrip is. So, Izzy. Hey, Izzy. How's it going? Oh, it's also important to note, you did not receive a text from Otto at all throughout the entire day, really.
Okay, I'm gonna take note of that, but I'm personally not gonna email the others about it yet.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Izzy. So you're out shopping, and you
Yeah.
do receive the text from Jasmine saying that
Sorry,
leads
remind
on
me
the
what.
Tremere.
What? I'm sorry.
She has a lead on the Tremere.
Yeah, I just kind of sent back. Well, fuck.
And then also text and maybe Otto.
Okay. Wait,
Double
including
fuck.
Otto?
And then
Oh.
also text and maybe. Oh shit.
Yeah. So.
And maybe the leak.
Just double fuck sent.
It's 2 double fucks.
Triple fuck.
She's just gonna text same.
Hayden, do you want to meet?
Does she be a troll or does she not be a troll?
Izzy, I think it's funny either way.
Yeah, no, she's gonna text Kay.
Ass. Fine, not coming.
Address to the weird underpass that Izzy had them go to the first time.
Okay, that's fine. And yes, you're getting all these text messages as well, but you're currently in the car with Fang and Jewel.
I'll probably notice them, but I'm I'll deal with that later.
Right. So Izzy and Jazz, you make your way to that underpass you met at the, when you guys first met, really, and you both arrive relatively around the same time. We'll say it is about 8:30. It's pretty early in the night still, reaching about 9 o'clock. And yeah.
She shows up. She's probably just trying to lean on something. Yeah.
Okay, I just kind of come in. And, okay. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, all right. And just more about you, though.
I guess. I mean, I thought we were all working on the whole Nabda Camarilla thing, which is why I was sharing it. Yeah. Well, fun story.
Things that start with fun story, 99% of the time are not fun.
It might be funny. Funny story, and this is just a funny coincidence. I went to court today, and at arraignment, the woman prosecuting the man I'm defending also happens to be the Tremere Rose who offered me evidence to help the man I'm defending.
Tremere, that makes sense. That's why she can melt shit. Fucking, of course. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
So that's a pretty funny coincidence.
Yeah, funny. Yeah, I'm laughing.
I don't see it.
Yes,
Maybe
yeah,
it's
that would be the yeah.
Maybe it's obfuscated. I don't know.
Yeah. Shit, Tremere, fuck. I don't know what shit fuckery they can pull.
Well, they can melt shit. So
yeah, obviously, and they don't particularly care about what goes on camera. Apparently.
Yeah, and so it also seems like Otto is missing. I I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, he has been a bit absent.
I think he's somewhere.
That is an accurate statement.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely somewhere bad.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have anything to bring to this?
A little
Trying to
bit
help
more
people.
insight than that. You know, I'm not trying to be an ass, but
I think you are, but
you maybe... No, I'm actually not this time. Can you maybe help me out a little bit? What do you want me to do?
well, if you don't care where Otto is, then
No, I do care. Do you have anything that I can follow up on? I know he's missing. I don't know what to look into.
Well, I thought we could follow Rose, since she works as a prosecutor or as a district attorney.
Tremere works as a prosecutor.
Yeah, obviously she's prosecuting my client, so she probably has an office. I thought we could follow up there.
Oh! Yeah. Yep.
Do you have a better idea?
Nope. That's what I'm saying, yep.
You're making a lot of unnecessary sounds, so I'm a little...
Those are sounds of general trepidation, fear, and uneasiness.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks. So we gonna do this or what? Because
not.
Yeah. So do you need a ride? Okay, get in.
All right,
Get
then.
in, bitch. We're going shopping.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so as
Oh,
you
I
two
get
are,
right in the front. That never happens. I feel special.
So as you two are discussing your plan of action to try to find Rose, I will say this happened last session as well. You remember Zhao Lang saying that she does spend a lot of her time in a library in Northern LA.
Shit, that's right. She meant to check it out and it never happened. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to mention it. It's been 2 weeks. I'm just remembering stuff myself. So, yeah, there is that. If you do want to go the prosecution route to try to find her office, you can. However,
No, she'll probably head out to the library.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the two ladies are now on their way to hunt a Camarilla. So that's awesome. Jumping back to Sid, it is about closer to 9, about 8:50, we'll say, due to traffic and whatnot. You do arrive at the outskirts of LA into this private airstrip. As you guys park, you see a large gated fence surrounding the perimeter. And as you approach the gate, it is locked with a padlock. Or chain and padlock, I should say.
Okay, I can. Oh wait, no, that's no. Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sorry.
The library.
I mean, if you want to
is-
help out, I don't have a problem with that. Just show up. You know,
I'm not
in the next 10
there. Ninja Izzy, pick the lock, leave. This has been another job done.
Is he out?
You thought you were going to a library, but you made a wrong turn into Silent Hill, and there's a lot of rusted doors there.
All right. So as soon as we park and get out of the car, first thing I want to do is actually use beckoning to try and call, birds or rats, whatever you would say is closest in the area.
I know we had a Disney princess, but that is totally Disney princess-like. So you call. Do you have to roll for it, or you
Yeah,
just
1 second. I'll get that roll going.
See little birds coming.
No, it's way more like that scene in Shrek 2 or 3 where the girl starts singing Led Zeppelin.
There you go.
Hot damn.
Hot damn!
I get 4 successes is most of the animals respond.
And this is just like tiny woodland critters? Like you
Yeah,
said,
I'm
birds
actually
and
specifically trying to call, and I have to pick a specific one, so I'm gonna go with birds, like pigeons or anything that would normally be around this area, to get them to come to where I am. So you can tell me roundabout. I really just only wanted at least 3 or 4.
yeah, you don't necessarily get pigeons, but you do get like an owl. I'll say
Okay.
there's like an owl nearby. Um, and it's like a solitary owl. There's probably not a roost nearby or anything, so
Actually, I only need one, so I get an owl.
yeah.
Okay, I have to make one more roll. Damn it. Of course it had to be an owl. Okay. I passed.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
That was animal manipulation or feral whispers, which with an owl, I just wanted to give it the command, um, something along the lines of like, see how many people are nearby and report that to me. One success is supposed to like just basically make the command stick, so it should come back to me, even if it takes a little while.
Okay. Is there a word limit, or just you tell it a command and
It's kind
follows?
of more the emphasis of like, go see, check the perimeter, come back.
Okay. So it does take flight. You see it fly around the airstrip a bit, and it's a couple minutes later that it does come back to kind of perch on your shoulder, and it'll say, I don't know if it says anything, but woo, but
I make a
it'll.
connection with its eyes, and I'll just kind of get again sort of this mental note from it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you see the mental note. It's just a solitary figure standing in actually it's like stadium lights. So like if for the planes to land, you see just one figure.
All right, I'm gonna like reach out my hand and let it like nibble my finger, and then send it off free from the beckoning.
Okay. And Fang will, or actually Jewel will kind of eye you and says, "Well, what was that about?"
I figured we could try and use something that wouldn't be as obvious to check the perimeter and see how many were around. As far as the little bird friend told me, it looks like there is just one person out there.
And she'll like kind of punch your shoulders, like, "Shit, girl, I didn't know you had that. It's awesome."
I'm gonna laugh, slight bit of that like awkward like, nah, and but then I'm gonna gather myself back up and say, but then again, also I don't think animals can necessarily see obfuscate, so.
Where I do remember you saying they had a Nosferatu folk amongst them.
Yes, and whoever else they might have brought along. So it seems like we don't have an army waiting for us, but still be cautious.
And he'll give a nod, and with that, he'll go to the car and pull out some like bolt cutters and undo the chain from the gate and open it. Says, "Well, as I said, if it gets too dangerous, I'll give the signal, and we dip on out of here. You understand? I know this is your show, Sid, but your safety is priority to me."
Of course, I understand, and I don't exactly want to get killed myself, so.
I won't let that happen as long as I'm around. And he leads throughout the gate, and he kind of motions not Rose, Jewel, to follow him. And they're actually pretty stealthy. They stick to the shadows as much as they can. There is a lot of lighting because it is an airstrip, but for the most part, they're sticking pretty close to the shadows, staying hidden.
Alright, I'm going to move forward into the airstrip, and head basically toward the middle. The owl gave me like a sense of where this person was. And I'm just going to generally have perception up, like keeping an eye out. I have acute vision, so just sort of really watching for anything moving. and as soon as I catch sight of the single person who I assume is Isaac, just, really watch his movements.
Right, yeah. As far as anything rustling or anything suspicious, you can't tell. There's nothing around you that seems to be, obvious. However, you do see Isaac. He is wearing a suit. You see the blonde hair, kind of messy, very smug look on his face. And as he makes eye contact with you, he says, "Well, now, you made it."
I said I would. I am a woman of my own word.
Well, I thought you would. I had my doubts, Miss Sid.
Sydney, whatever you prefer.
Well, your boyfriend seems to think otherwise. I shall call you Sid.
I'm gonna slightly close my eyes at Aiden being referenced as my boyfriend, but I'm not gonna say anything else.
Right,
So
and
what did you want to meet me about?
well, I imagine you came here alone, and he'll look around very sarcastically.
And I'm
And
going to sarcastically put my hands up like, you don't see anyone with me.
right, and he says, "Well, I'd rather not discuss it here. I do have a car out that way, and I would much love to discuss this somewhere else."
I'm gonna chuckle lightly and respond, to be honest, I feel a little bit safer here. There's at least more space to run than inside the car.
Go ahead and do let me look real quick. I guess perception and etiquette.
Cool. So two.
Or a wits and etiquette.
I have a little
Oh,
more wit, so. Okay. Nope, failure.
Okay, yeah, he's acting normal to you.
Okay.
So he says, well, I do urge you to go into the car, but if you wish to discuss here, I don't see how that's a problem. You see, the Camarilla are already here. They're coming. They're taking over this city. I know you people have roamed the streets, the highways. You've nestled in your little political pockets. But I am here to tell you that is all coming to an end. Now, I offer my hand in order for you to join us. You can join Isaac, and you can join me. And if you're willing to help us out, well, I can see a bright future for both of us.
Real quick, you said join Isaac and me. I am talking to Isaac, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just okay. There's make sure it was like, oh. So after he says all that, I'm just going to give him a crooked smile and say, what does Eden want in all of this other than me?
Aiden, the creepy asshole. Well, he's willing to help the cause, but he's very ambitious. He's certainly looking for something, and I imagine that something is you. He was quite fevered when he learned of your whereabouts in Los Angeles. I gather he's been looking for you for quite some time.
So say I come along with you, I agree to help you in your challenge, your mission to take the city back for the Camarilla. Say I am 100% all for this plan and genuinely want to aid you in this. What is my guarantee that my slimy sire isn't going to stake me and run off first time I'm in the wrong place after I've begun spending more time with your crew.
He'll give a very hearty laugh, like a very boisterous laugh almost. It doesn't really match his personality. And he'll say, "We'll keep him in check. Your safety will be guaranteed, and we'll make sure that he stands nowhere near you." Kind of like a restraining order, if you will.
I take it you'd be willing to make a trade for me to join you, yes?
He ponders for a second and says, "Well, go on. What kind of trade?"
Well, who do you want on your side more, me or him?
And he genuinely looks confused, but after a while, the gears start to click, and he says, "Ah, well, he does have his uses. However, you seem to be more crafty. But he is your sire."
Yes, and parents abuse their children. Do you think those children think of their parents as anything more than biological?
And excuse me, he gives a really hearty chuckle and says, "Yes, had my issues with my own sire. I can relate very well." And he'll say, "Excuse me, one moment." And he'll pull a phone out of his pocket and start dialing a number. And you do see him pull out like a list as well, like a pad of paper to like read, to like remind him of something. So go ahead and do another etiquette check. Wits etiquette. I'll give you a 5 this time because something seems off.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Same roll, wits etiquette.
Okay. Woo! Hold on. Woo!
Nice. From the cocky, almost arrogant voice you've been talking to on the phone and your short time with the Camarilla and what they're about, this individual in front of you does not seem to match the personality of a prince. He is giving you like audio cues, as you mentioned earlier, Isaac and I, and he doesn't seem to be like he's leading a sect, really. He seems to be almost following orders.
He's making small mistakes that I'm noticing here and there.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And he seems to, talk on the phone. He turns his back to you as so that you can't read his lips or anything or hear him. He seems to be talking very quietly. And a few minutes later, he'll hang up and say, "Well, he'll definitely piqued my interest. I think we can arrange something that will benefit both of us."
All right. I was standing at distance, like probably at least even like 5 yards, good sort of space between the two of us. I'm going to, with a little more confidence, start strolling towards Isaac, and just as I get closer, keep eyes peeled on him. And still that like slightly crooked smile, and I'll stop at this point, actually just a couple feet away from him, as if I'm way more comfortable talking to him now. And I'm just going to, with a light laugh, just say, "Well, good. If I can see something out of this offer that proves you mean it, and that this isn't some sort of ploy to just get information out of me about the Anarchs and then leave me high and dry, if not staked for the sun, then perhaps I will be more amenable to an agreement."
He listens to your speech, and you can, now that you're closer, you see utter confusion on his face as you're using a lot of like big words. And he says, "Yes, well, if you'll step into the car, I'm sure we can talk it out."
You said he's like kind of good looking?
Yeah, Isaac is a very handsome gentleman.
I'm going to reach out a hand and, like, as if I was going to just very flirtatiously, like, kind of brush his cheek.
He flinches at that and steps back.
Oh, what's the problem? You just had the little speck over here. I was going to get it for you. And I'm going to, like, still, more charmingly, but I'm going to reach out my hand again.
And he'll actually forcibly, like, slap your hand away. And he'll say, it's fine. I got it.
Alright, I'm going to go with him to the car. I almost feel like you should make me roll to not smile.
Yeah, go ahead. See if you kind of do a subterfuge, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do charisma or manipulation. What do you want?
Charisma.
Okay. One.
Okay, you kind of chuckle softly, and he looks back at you, kind of, questioning it, but ultimately he just leads you to the car. That seems to be his only focus, is to get you to the car. So,
Yep.
Jumping back to Izzy and Jez. Hi, ladies. You're making your way to the library in northern LA that Rose likes to frequent in. It is about 9:30 when you arrive, as you're kind of driving downtown, like across town to get there, as well as, traffic and whatnot, and the roads aren't the best. So you do arrive in front of the library.
All right.
Okay, so what exactly am I looking for here?
No idea. I just know that she frequents this place.
Great.
I know, right? I hope you're having as much fun as I am.
And you do notice that the library is closed. It closes at about like 7. So all the lights are off except for one. You can notice at the second floor, it seems to be like the office type buildings.
Hey, you're good at breaking into shit, right?
Yeah. Why?
Okay. It's locked.
Okay.
This is where she just like takes a mailbox and throws it through the window.
It's dexterity and larceny, yeah.
Yeah. Or if you want to use wits, I'll allow that, whatever's higher.
They're the same.
Okay, so whatever you prefer.
3.
Okay, it's pretty easy. I mean, it is a government building, so the lock is a little bit more sophisticated than, say, like a house lock. However, with enough time, you do manage to pick it.
Milady.
And you do notice
You
as you open the door,
don't-
there are cameras in the library. The library.
Yeah, she's not quite gonna walk
library.
in yet.
Library. Ah, there's cameras.
Yeah, you have any advice on sneaking? That's not my thing.
You gotta cut the power up, but it's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, I can wait.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stop the cameras from filming, whether that's cutting the power or turning them somewhere or something.
Okay. Do intelligence computers.
Okay.
Or wits. I'll allow wits as well.
Cool. Hey!
Hey, nice. Yeah, you disable the the surveillance pretty easily. It's not as sophisticated as, say, like a police or like juncture or the ones that you've dealt with at the law firm. It just seems to be either for show or just to keep track of people stealing books.
You got nothing to worry about.
All right, thanks.
Okay, so this is a pretty grand library. It is very spacious on the first floor. You see towering bookshelves kind of scattered about the library. You do see the front desk where the library checks out the books, as well as like a computer station for people to use the computer if they need it. They do have like a kids section as well with all the children's books and like a little play area for a reading time or like a reading rainbow type deal. Um, and you see stairs leading up, which seems to have even more bookcases.
She's gonna head towards where she thought she saw the light was on.
Okay. Yeah, so as you lead up the stairs, are you kind of doing this nonchalantly, or are you going to be kind of sneaky?
She's gonna try and sneak.
Okay.
I probably can't, but let me see. Let me see for sure. In fact, she has no dots in stealth.
All right, so it'll be difficulty 7.
Okay. Dex stealth?
Wits and stealth, yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're not the most stealthy. You do seem to trip over the stairs because it is dark. You kind of like giggle. You're like, God damn it, sticking on the stairs, like son of a bitch. And then you're like, okay, composure, keep it cool. And Izzy, if you want to do a stealth check as well.
Sure.
Yeah, you pretty much put her to shame.
I want you to know, like, as she's failing, she's thinking, how would Izzy do this, and just doing a bad job.
Pretty much, like Izzy leading the way, and then behind you, you can hear the fumbling footsteps of Jasmine.
God damn it, Jessie.
She's probably knocking over some books that she doesn't see.
Don't touch it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, got it. Hey, if you need something punched, I'm your girl.
I can punch too. Thanks.
So as you guys lead up the stairway, you do see more books aligning the walls, as well as some private reading rooms. And it looks like there's an office down opposite from where you are. And you see the light kind of piercing through the under of the door.
You want me to? Okay.
I mean, unless you want me to punch whatever's on the other side.
Let me get the door. Is it locked?
Nope.
Great to have you on the team.
Are you gonna open it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you
turn the handle and push it and let it go in on its own.
Yeah. As you open it, we cut to Sid.
Fuck you!
My favorite thing to do is an ST.
Yeah, we cut to Sid leading to the car, following Isaac, who is leading the way. He's making some small pleasantries, like, so how long have you been in town for, love?
Sorry, it was a slight pause before, like, you had to remember, love. I've been out in California for quite some time, though. I move in and out. I like to travel.
Okay. And if you peer left and right, you do see Fang and Jewel carefully stalking you until you give like a signal to attack. They seem to be just following you.
How far are we to the car that he's leading me to?
You don't see the car quite yet, which led to believe it's probably outside the airstrip. so you don't see it directly. However, you seem to be walking in a pretty well lit area as to avoid being kind of ambushed from the shadows.
All right. I'm going to since like I can see them, I'm assuming like we worked it out like how to like pay attention to each other and like any kind of like hand signal kind of thing. I'm gonna make a hand signal that's pretty clearly like tackle, like just get him down. So we're gonna like hand flat with just like 2 fingers over, just like low to my hips. I just want him down. I don't want him hurt. I just want him down.
How's that signal go again?
So it's flat palm and then just.
Got it. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, so they see the hand signal and they kind of laugh at the hand signal, and they'll rush ahead of you. They'll start running ahead of you to like kind of cut off the path of where you're going. And it's moments after you see Jewel kind of lead this tackle. She seems to be just bull rushing the side of him, and he doesn't seem to be paying attention. He's more interested in you than anything. And
I'll do my part too to like slip a ankle out in front of his.
Okay. And yeah, so you do that. He seems to trip over your foot almost sudden, like surprisingly. He's just like, what the heck? And moments later, Jewel, full arm, just wraps her arms around his waist and seems to tackle him on the ground. And that's where you see not Isaac, but a Nosferatu, green skin, just skin peeling off, no hair. He seems to be disgustingly disfigured. He does not look like a normal human. It seems the embrace took a turn for the worse in his case. And you see a hulking figure, very muscular, lying on the ground. And he gives a very hearty laugh. Oh, fucking A, I was hoping this would work out. And he places a hand on Jules' throat, actually, because he is just overbearing in strength.
Where's Fang? Is he close?
Yeah, he's running behind Jewel, and he has a hand on his sidearm.
All right. Like as soon as I see his arm going out for Jules' neck, and like obviously like he gets his fingers in there, I'm gonna pull out feral claws, and one hand's going for his neck, the other is going for his wrist. Just straight daggers of talons in there.
Okay, let's roll initiative real quick.
Hey.
So it is wits and dex, right?
Well, it's those 2 numbers added to a d10, and whoever has the highest at that point. Ugh. Wits and dex are 7, so I got a 9.
Okay, let me roll for Fang and Jewel real quick.
Yep.
Okay, so Fang is going to act first. He got the lowest initiative. He is just going to point his sidearm towards Moss and yell for him to let go because he doesn't want to shoot Jewel on accident. And then it would be your turn.
Yeah, so that is the thing I said earlier, is I'm going to try to use my feral claws, like diving at him if it sounded like he's on the ground and he's just reaching back to get Jewel.
Yeah, he's flat on his back at this point.
Right,
Jewel will...
Yeah, so I'm going to try to do talons with one arm into his wrist to like pull his arm away, and another hand into his throat to act as distraction with, pain.
Okay, and Jewel will place both her hands on the wrist of the man who is trying to strangle her at this point or break her neck with his hulking strength. And he will stand up very quickly and place Jewel kind of in front of him as sort of a meat shield situation. So he actually goes first. He's going to be doing that. Again, he turns Jewel's back to his chest, hand on throat, and with his other hand, he's trying to get her arms off of his wrist. And then it would be her turn. She's going to try to struggle out of that. And actually manages to succeed, yeah.
Yay, Jewel!
She actually takes a knee and knees him in the groin area, and with the sudden jolt, he drops her. And now it'll be your turn to kind of grab his throat and wrist.
Yeah, so if he's got a bit of a distraction from there, I was aiming for the wrist, especially to help her, but if it's still, like, in the air, I'll still dig my claws straight into there and try to do as much damage as I can. You know, tear at the flesh, actually rip it out, make him bleed a bit.
Yep, so I do Dex and Brawl.
Nice. Crap, I have no brawl. But
So
I
that's
have
gonna be
4
7.
dex.
You have no bra? Oh, brawl.
Bro, do you in Bro?
I'm sorry.
1.
Great to have you
Okay.
on the team.
You did say difficulty 7.
I'm the best team player in the world.
Yeah, difficulty 7. And then go ahead and do a strength roll plus that 1 success.
Okay.
I was literally like, how is that relevant? Sorry.
Okay. Oh, I meant an extra die, but that works too.
Oh. I'll just roll one more 10.
Okay, so you managed to get a hold of his wrist. He is a very large man, very disfigured kindred. So as you're wrapping your hand around his wrist, it doesn't actually fully wrap around. Same with his neck. He has a very veiny neck.
Oh, I did mean claws straight in, like daggers.
Oh,
right
like
into
dabbing?
his,
Oh, okay,
into
like
his
jabbing it?
wrist, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you do, and you actually just manage to scratch him. He pulls away his wrist in time, really. Oh wait, I gotta roll stamina. Sorry, I'm bad at this. Don't judge me.
Doing good. We did so many worse battle scenes because I always forget battle systems because I always focus on the story stuff.
Yeah, so the scratch that you planted on his wrist doesn't seem to really phase him too much. And Fang, after seeing Jewel being let go, he will take a shot at this hulking figure in front of him, really. He'll try to, incapacitate him rather than try to kill him. Okay. And okay, he shoots him straight in the thigh, and you hear the girdling roar of this hulking figure in front of you as he took some damage.
Nice.
Well, not as much damage, but he still took a lot of damage. So, yeah, starting from the bottom would be Fang. He's going to just take he's going to try to subdue this guy, say, hey, surrender now, we won't kill you here. We just want to ask you a few questions, and maybe we'll see what happens to you after. You understand? And then it'd be your turn.
I don't know what he's gonna do, and I don't even really want to fight him unless I have to, because he is a bit of a big monster. So
You do know him as a Diablo too, so just throwing that out.
Yeah, so I will just I'm just gonna take out my guns, and if I can roll beckoning at the same time, I don't know if there's any around, but I was gonna call for a dog.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, 1 second.
Or actually, we'll go through the turns first. Sorry, but yeah, get that ready.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll
Jewel will kind of scuttle away. She's actually quite intimidated by this figure in front of her, and she'll kind of go at a safe distance as she's more hand-to-hand rather than firearms, waiting for Fang's signal to attack again. And it's with this, Moss actually begins to chuckle even louder. He seems to be enjoying this fight to the death, really, as he seems to be quite accustomed to it. And he gives a very hungering look at Sid and says, "You know what? Fuck it. Aiden may be pissed off at me, but the fucking twat, I don't really care about him. It'll be quite a sight to see once I bring your head to him." And he'll actually lunge at you with full force.
Okay.
Okay, is there a dodge? There's no dodge.
It would be athletics.
Yeah, go ahead and do a athletics if you want to dodge out of his way.
Okay. 3 successes.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does manage to grab you with one
Nice.
success over you. And he will actually just go straight for your throat, trying to break your neck, really. He's actually just trying to rip off your head.
Nasty. Is that his second turn? Like, do I get to do anything else?
This is still his first turn.
Okay.
He hit the grapple, so now he's
Okay,
doing
so
the
he
action.
has me and he's going for my throat.
And yeah, he's actually just gonna punch you square in the face. 5 successes. So if you want to do your stamina roll, see if you soak any of that damage. Okay, so you don't take as much damage, however, you do take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And he, again, wraps his giant hands around your neck, seemingly trying to just pop off your head like a zit. And he will actually use you as another meat shield for blocking the shot of Fang. And he yells out, "Listen here! I'm taking her with me! If you do try anything, I'm gonna fucking pop out her head! It doesn't matter whether she dies or lives! I can care less about fucking Aiden or the fucking prince, you understand? I will eat her in front of you, fucks! You understand me?" And with that, it is your turn.
Just trying to think, because I was going to do beckoning at this point. I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I don't see myself getting away from this guy, so I'm just gonna run with it and see what I can do. I got 4 successes.
For beckoning?
Yeah, which would be, it says most of the animals respond. I just want at least a stray dog that's in the area.
Yeah, we'll say there's like a mangy mutt, like a shepherd around somewhere.
All right.
And he comes to you.
Does Moss notice?
Actually, you know what? Let's do a roll, because you are unlucky.
Yes, I am.
You are an unlucky son of a bitch. So let's do a roll for that.
Let's see. Okay, you know what? I can roll. One sec, I'm gonna double check what this is. Manipulation and animal ken. So if I don't do so well on that, that'll be the dog just like decides, nah, fuck it.
Fuck this.
All right. What difficulty do you want?
We'll do 7, because you are in a very tight area.
One success.
Yeah. The dog looks at you. He's genuinely curious and very frightened at the same time.
All right. So that's actually also the roll I would need for Feral Whispers to get it to listen to a command. So I could either do it again at a higher difficulty or something.
Yeah, we'll do 8
Okay.
difficulty.
Yep.
Okay.
Dog don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's just kind of looking, and he eventually just runs off after a while. So
I'm just
with
gonna
that,
under my breast.
and Jewel will stand up, and she looks pissed off, and she says, "You motherfucker! You let her down now!" And she'll actually just sort of rush, try to come to your aid.
I am gonna yell at Jewel, don't!
And with that, she stops at her tracks. Not Jewel. Fang is still pointing his gun at this, again, massive figure. And he hesitates to take a shot because he doesn't want to shoot you. And says, "All right, let's parlay. What do you want?" And Moss will reply, "I told you! I'm taking her with me! And you can't do fucking nothing about it, you understand?" And Fang will, again, very serious tone, he'll reply, "Well, I can't let that happen. She's one of my own. I'm not letting anything bad happen to her. You understand?" And it's actually with that, as they're discussing, you feel or Moss feels a heavy bludgeoning on the back of his head, and he actually lets go of you quite instantaneously after that bludgeoning. And behind you, you see Anthony Morales, the leader of the Vipers, coming to your aid, seemingly. So, what would you like to do?
If I'm good, I'm gonna roll Dex and Athletics to get as fast and far away from Moss as I can. Like
Okay.
the second his grip lets go.
Yeah, we'll go in initiative order. Fang again is going to point his gun and shoot. Jewel is just going to resume her bull rush and try to take this guy down. So it'll be your turn to scuttle away. And Moss, after taking the blow to the head, is going to try to recompose himself and grab you by the ankle or whatever he can grab onto you and try to grapple you again.
All right. So I got 4 successes. I had gone to try and grab my guns before, but that was also when I got grappled. So up to you on how that, if I still have those or not.
Yeah, I will say, because again, you're unlucky. The gun dropped on the floor. It's, not like a terrible distance away, but you're gonna have to reach for it.
All right, I'm gonna aim for one or both, which if they're close enough, I'm going for my guns, as I wanted to get away because I can't deal with that guy's strength. So if I can get away and get my guns, that's the best I can help the situation.
Okay. Yeah. So that'll happen. So he will attempt to grab you. If he can't grab you, he's actually just gonna brace for the impact that Jewel is about to kind of bestow.
Okay.
And again, if you want to do an athletics. Okay, again, with 1 success, he actually just manages to grab your shoe, we'll say, and it slips right off. Jewel, in the process, will tackle this guy down again onto the floor.
Knee-highs.
Right? Jewel tackles this guy to the floor again and starts just like punching him, just trying to, like, with her feral claws, just starts like stabbing him in the face or whatever she can to just try to get this guy down. And he actually takes quite a beating from that. He takes 2 piercing damage. Yeah, she's scratching him up. And yeah, Anthony Morales will kind of look at the situation and not knowing really what to do. He has a wooden baseball bat though, and it seemed to snap at the impact of this dude's thick skull. And they'll just kind of overwatch the situation to make sure it doesn't go too crazy. And Fang, in the meantime, will rush over towards Moss to make sure that Jewel doesn't get, die, really. And then we'll do, this will be the last round, really. So, again, Fang is rushing over. Jewel is just going to keep on stabbing. You're going to reach for your gun, I presume, and try to shoot?
Yeah.
Okay. And Moss will then, again, try to kill Jewel, seeing as she's a pest.
Alright, so I will grab my guns and, I'm pretty much just gonna, turn and follow my butt and aim since he's on the ground. I don't want to be lower than the people attacking him.
Okay. In a most dramatic fashion, of the sense, really, you see Jewel continuing to stab this individual, right? And with his seemingly overwhelming strength, he grabs her throat, and you hear a loud snap. And with that, Jewel lays lifeless next to this hulking figure.
But my bestie.
And with that, it is your turn.
I don't like Nosferatu anymore. Okay, yeah, grab guns, turn, fall on butt, shoot.
Yeah. What did you roll again?
Huh?
Did you roll to shoot him?
No, not yet. Dex and firearms. One success.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yep.
You roll another die too.
Oh.
Because it adds that one success.
I am distracted by my best friend's death.
Yeah. You seem to graze him in a rush of emotions going through your brain right now. You just graze his cheek. And Fang will let out a loud and begin to shoot, just trying to kill this guy. He is looking for blood. And with a very precise shot, he makes impact with the Nosferatu's head. And now the Nosferatu is lifeless next to Jewel.
Okay, so the Nazi's dead.
There are 2 corpses, yes. And you see the Nosferatu rapidly aging, and he seemingly looks very like he's about to just turn into dust, really. Jewel, looks about 60, 70. She looks like an elderly woman at this point. Her head is twisted. You can kind of see the agonizing look on her face, and the claws seem to retract back to her hands.
Not trying to make things worse, but this would like totally call for a frenzy roll for both me and Fang.
Yeah, go ahead.
It'll be 7 difficulty for him. And me, but yeah.
Frenzy is self-control?
Self-control,
right?
yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, you both frenzy. You're pissed. You're really pissed.
I botched frenzy.
What does that mean? I'm stupid.
It's just probably the rest of the night. I'm gonna be goodbye. You know this werewolves movie where the person wakes up in a field with a deer next to them?
Yeah, we'll say that Anthony, with much resistance, just kind of stakes you in the heart, paralyzes you for the night, and then handcuffs you and bounds you. Same with Fang. He seems to be losing his edge as well.
Yeah,
And
I would be frenzying because we're both gangrel, we will gain a temporary animal disfigurement. Mine I always thought would be kind of not normal cat, but like maybe lynxy. So it would be like, hands would get larger with claws, and like maybe cheekbones and something in the face would like go back and pointed. And I just be practically like foaming at the mouth and look like the traditional werewolf that just needs to go destroy and kill something because I'm so furious about what just happened.
yeah, again, you offer a lot of resistance towards Anthony. You actually manage to give him a scar or two, maybe, as you are just frenzying. You're pissed off. You're angry, sad, rage. There's a lot of mixed emotions going around. And he does, again, manage to stake your heart. He does bound you, as well as Fang, who looks more grisly. He has a lot more facial hair. Yeah, it's almost wolf-like, and his eyes do turn a different pigment, as well as his hands begin to gnarl up. And that is where we're going to end your night. Um, Jazz and Izzy. Hey there. Hi there. Hello there.
Hey, bro.
As you guys open the door, you see a woman with jet black hair reading. She has a stack of books piled on this table, and she just seems to be reading very tranquil. And she looks up to see the door open. Are you guys going to reveal yourself, or are you just pushing open the door?
It's your call, bro. You were getting the door.
No, I'm literally here because of you.
Oh shit, this is in character. It's you. She'll walk in.
Okay, and again with the same wirely, almost cocky smile, she looks at you and says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting any visitors."
Hey, small world. That was me last night.
Well, what do I owe this pleasure?
Wanted to say hi and check in. Wanted to know why you were prosecuting a guy that you know is innocent.
Well, we did offer you a chance to win your case, and unfortunately you turned down that offer, so we are going to make sure that Mr. Malione stays behind bars.
Is there something you want to say, hon?
We.
I get if you do you say that to her?
Yeah, I say that to Izzy.
Behind
Like,
the fucking door. Sorry, no, she's like hiding behind the door.
oh!
Like, no.
I thought you were next to her just making faces.
Nope! She was behind the door, like, hiding to herself, like, slightly. Like, if you needed backup, she would step out from behind the door. But if you fucking call her, because you can probably still see her, but if you fucking call her out, she's gonna be like, ugh, and, like, have to step out from behind the door.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, she's gonna. Like, if she can see you and, like, you're making faces, regardless of whether or not you're trying to hide, she's like, you got something to say?
And with that, Rose will kind of cock her head and say, "Oh, you brought another guest."
Izzy kind of, like, sheepishly steps out from behind the door, like, slightly rolling her eyes and is like, hello?
Ah. Oh, wait, are you Mask Without Spaces?
I actually wasn't.
Okay.
Not this
so
time.
Nosferatu. How is Boris treating you nowadays?
I mean, it's Boris.
Yeah. All Nosferatu are quite brutish, aren't they?
Yeah, all of us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And with that, she'll cross her leg. She's still sitting down, but her hands are flat, pressed onto this wooden table. And she says, "Well, did you just want to say hello, or did you have something more?"
Yeah, well, also just had a quick question. We are looking for a friend, and I thought you might have some information on where he is. His name's Otto.
You're talking about the Ravnos, yes. We do have them safely secured.
Does he feel secure, or?
Well, it doesn't really matter what we think, or what he thinks, now does it?
I suppose not. Not if he's your prisoner type. I wouldn't concern myself with that. I don't know why you would.
Well, if I can't help you any further, I do wish to read my books, but if you have something more for me.
Well, yeah, I'd like to know where he is.
Yeah, no, he's a bit of a friend of mine.
Well, unfortunately, I can't disclose that information without Isaac, so you'll have to talk to him.
Okay. Well, you just a glorified secretary.
Well, he is a prince, and I am.
And she's in a library, so yeah.
So she is a glorified secretary. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We don't need anything else from
her. She gives a very annoyed look at the word secretary. She's a very prideful woman, and to be belittled by that, you don't even need to roll. Yeah, you don't even really need to roll an ethics or expression. You can tell, like, she is pissed off at that
I know what I did.
And she'll say, "I may be a glorified secretary, but at least I'm not whatever you are."
You don't even know what I am, so how can that possibly insult me? You know what? I'll teach you.
Okay, can you take a message for him, because we do need to get in touch.
No.
Okay, then we have no further business. Or did you want to talk at us as we leave?
Sorry, say that again.
Can I talk to you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
She's gonna pull her aside in front of the fucking secretary.
I'm loving this. Izzy's loving this, by the way.
She's loving it too, man.
Yeah, what?
Okay, so she knows where Otto is,
Yeah.
who's been missing.
I mean, I'd like to know where he is.
Hold on, sorry. Are you guys outside the room?
No, we're doing this in front of her. Yeah, but like, if if she can't share it, like she can't share it.
Okay,
we
so
have
what
to
if
do
I
it
just
Isaiah
punch her?
instead of her?
I don't
know
what
if that would work. I mean, she can dash it. That's not.
I'd like you both to
idea.
roll a perception roll real quick. Perception awareness, to be precise.
Oh my god, this is my least good tree, man. No, sir.
Okay, Jazz, you are completely oblivious. You are
Yeah.
just. Your goal is to piss her off as much
Yeah.
as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Izzy, on the other hand, has a little bit more intuition. She has been around the scene a lot longer than you have. She knows dangers.
Oh my god! Oh
No,
my
the
god,
dangers
she's
of-
falling apart, man!
Oh God! It's
This
the
Nazi
Tremere.
is just a wreck!
She tears off an ear, but in all
I
seriousness,
actually can't do that too. It's on my character sheet.
in all seriousness, you see the wood of the table begin to warp, and it looks very pointy, as if it's going to skewer one of you. And you just see Lilith in deep concentration. Still, her hands are flat on the table.
Oh wait, hold on. Maybe she does something she can say. You. Oh. Don't know what stabbing us would get you, but sure.
It's a wooden desk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wooden.
So the way this desk looks, it's like a desk, but it's pointy at the end, right?
No, she is literally manipulating the wood. It's like a square table, like a like a simple reading desk, like a school desk almost.
Izzy kind of looks at her and goes, "That is impressive as fuck." Please don't take me. What do you want?
I want to read my books.
We can leave. Is that what you want us to do? We'll leave.
I suggest you crawl back to whatever rat hole you belong to and leave me
That's a
be.
good one! After thinking that, I've never heard that one before, ever. Okay, let's go.
Have you really not? She asks, like, as we walk out, she's going to ask if you're serious.
Apparently. I mean, if she's not going to talk to us, there's zero reason for us to be here, and if she's letting us have an exit without stabbing us in the back, yeah, let's take it.
Okay, so you have any ideas for finding Otto, or?
She said talk to Isaiah, that's what we gotta do.
You know how to get in touch with him?
No.
Okay, so there's our first problem.
I have a feeling it won't be that hard.
Okay, if you're sure, yeah.
Yep. She won't take a message, so we have no choice. Like, we literally have no choice.
Yeah, pretty shitty secretary, in my opinion.
Yeah, pretty shitty.
Are you saying the secretary comment out loud?
She's saying as they leave.
We're leaving.
They are out of that door, man.
She can probably still hear us. We're not being quiet.
Yeah, she's not.
Are you being quiet about it?
Nope.
Okay. With the secretary comment, you hear a loud crash behind you, and this like gnarled wood burst down this door that she was in, and it looks like almost like roots are forming and crawling through the library.
Ooh, touchy. Says Izzy.
And it seems to be coming after you, so.
She'll start
touchy, says Izzy, and starts running.
Yeah, she'll start running, but like,
yeah, we're running.
How do you think she feels about coffee runs?
I don't know, man.
Go ahead and do a athletics.
Yeah.
Dexterity athletics, both.
Three.
Thus. Oh shit! Are you fucking shitting me? One of us is dying.
Izzy, you run down the stairs just fine. Jasmine, on the other hand, you feel this. You feel the.
She rolled better than
I
me.
had more successes.
I rolled 2. She rolled
One of you is
3.
about to have that scene from Evil Dead happen to you.
Pretty much.
Oh God! Why would you bring that up?
You feel the splintering wood just wrap around your right leg as she seems to be very angry at you as you keep jabbing the secretary comment. And
Who, me, right?
yes.
Yeah.
And she seems to be pulling you back into the room that she was currently residing in.
Okay, well,
Go ahead.
So go ahead
I
and
would
roll
like
initiative.
pop some fucking celerity, please, because I need to leave.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and grab her hands and pull. I have potence.
Okay. We'll just go in order. So you're doing celerity. Go ahead and try to free yourself from these.
and
seemingly
spending a
tree
blood
roots out of
point
nowhere.
because like she needs 2 turns.
Yeah, it's fine.
She just pissed Izzy off. Izzy might just like.
I mean, the Bruja wants to fight. I'm sorry, but maybe a little bit.
Fuck, Izzy loves fighting.
Yeah,
She's not good at it.
this is great. It's Dex Athletics, right?
Yeah.
1, and then I cannot remember how celerity works because I'm dumb.
You basically, like, after every attack, you get an extra attack. It's like haste. It's like you
Yeah,
move so
it's either
fast.
like, and also you could do like 2 things at once, like punch one guy while reloading. Like if you have a clip on your side, you could like reload your gun while punching someone.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I know it's like I can't remember the initial effect, but then it's also like you can spend a blood point and then take 2 turns instead of 1.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's spending that blood point so she can do it twice to make sure she gets out. Like if it doesn't, she only got 1 success. So if it doesn't work, she's going to try it again. If it does work, then she's going to run back.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you're gripped pretty tight, so you'd have to do another roll.
No,
Yeah.
sir. That's what we in the business call a botch.
Jesus, I'm rolling really good. Okay. Yeah, your
Help
like
me,
nails
Potence.
your nails are kind of like you're trying to crawl away as this living wood almost seems to be pulling you in, and your hands run through the carpet. You're probably getting like rug burn at this point. And Izzy, you want to use potence to try to break her free.
Yep. Which I forgot what to do to roll with that. I'm pretty sure you just add 2.
Potence, yeah, potence already is. You don't have to roll anything for
It adds
potence. It just
successes.
adds to your strength.
Okay, so strength. My strength is 1, which is why it took.
Nice.
So
weak
you would,
fucker
is your
otherwise.
potence 1? Is your potence 1?
Yes.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You can roll 2, or you can spend a blood point to get an automatic success for the potence.
You know what? Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me roll again to see how tightly gripped this is.
Is it
Yeah.
just pure strength or what?
Yeah, this would be a pure strength. Let me look at the character sheet real quick.
It's
I'll even
not
give you
good.
brawl if you want,
My brawl. I have no dots in brawl.
or melee.
What?
I have 3 dots in melee.
What
Alright,
is Izzy
go ahead.
doing with her life?
I like to
You
hit
do
people with
strength and
knives,
melee.
man.
I'll say you just grab like a table leg and start to like kind of
That'll work.
give me it. You pry it.
A book counts as melee.
Technically does, depending on who.
Yeah, shared life works way better. Sure. So just strength plus melee, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you gotta beat a 2.
And then I'm spending a blood,
So you have to roll 1 success.
and then I do potence. So do I roll 5 dice instead of 4,
Yeah, because
or does it count as an extra success automatically with the same 4?
You would have to spend a blood point to either. It's either or. It's not both. So you spend a blood point to get an automatic success on your strength roll, or you roll an extra die for potence.
Oh. I don't know, Jasmine. It's your life on the line. What should I do?
Wait, what? What? What are the options?
Spend a blood point to get an automatic success, or do potence to get an extra dice to roll, which would bring the total up to 5 dice. Your life.
Yeah, I know, right? But like, we've been rolling shitty, and he's been rolling really great.
Yeah, should I take that
But he-
Well,
automatic
I
success?
already rolled. You just have to.
Yeah,
beat
but
two
he got
successes.
2 successes. So if you add potence, doesn't that bring it up to? Don't you match it in successes?
No, it gives me an extra dice.
No, I thought if you spend the blood point, doesn't that make it to
I
2?
can't. You just said I can't do both, which is weird. But
Yeah. Okay. So she can either spend a blood point to get 1 success
Oh,
and then
okay.
roll the 4, or she can roll 5.
Set up
spend
those
the blood
dice,
point.
baby girl. I don't, or
Oh, the
spend the
5
blood
or the-
point. I don't
think
care,
spend the blood
man.
point, that
Do-
way I automatically have 1, and I can just roll the 4.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and spend the blood point. Good thing I did.
Jesus, man.
Okay.
So you're trying to break off
I
this
would have been
table
a
leg.
botch otherwise.
Yeah, you're trying to break off this table leg, which happens to be wood, and you try to pry, and you're actually just digging the splinter into Jasmine's leg, damaging her for, we'll say 2. So you're just kind of digging the splinter into her leg. So if you want to roll stamina to soak that damage, you just roll the stamina dice.
Oh boy.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna take all 2, and it actually is a pretty deep cut as she's trying to like jimmy you out, and
Yeah.
so you
Shout. Fuck.
you move about 2 feet closer to the door, and it'll be your guys' turn again.
I didn't expect the tribute to get this angry. I have wildly miscalculated.
So go ahead, Jazz. Try to.
I expected you to call out. Wait, no!
Oh, dude, yeah, no,
Not
she's
just attack us. Shit. Whoops.
okay. Jasmine, can she try punching her way out? Is that possible?
It is wood. It doesn't have nerves or anything, so.
So then, just more Dex athletics, man.
Yeah, looks like it.
And she's gonna pop another blood point. Three.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. You actually break through regardless of that 10. So you manage to slip out your shoe and gets lost in the exchange, and you start to crawl your way to the staircase.
She is going to sprint as fast as she can.
Okay, that'd be your second action.
Toward
And Izzy, are you
toward
following?
Izzy.
Are we gonna turn and fight this bitch?
She totally wants to, but she's gonna run to you first.
Because we're gonna die if we turn and fight her. You realize that, right?
I mean, I don't know that.
I really don't want to fight her, but I really do want to fight her. Shit. Okay, so you run towards Izzy. Okay.
We fighting or we running? Because I am more than okay with either of those options. The lady is I've always wanted to fight a secretary.
Fuck, I've always wanted to punch at your man. Sure, let's die. This is a good day.
Okay.
So you guys are fighting?
Fuck yeah.
Fucking yep. I draw my fucking knife that I have.
Okay. As you guys are kind of making words of exchange, you hear the window break, from that room that she was in.
Oh, is she running? Oh, we're chasing her.
Yeah.
We're fucking
Okay.
stupid, man.
Fuck yeah.
Do another Dex Athletics.
Fuck
Okay.
Oh my god. Just let this happen.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 each.
Okay. So the tree vines, as they let go of your grip, they start to just whip around like sporadically, trying to just hit anything in sight. It's hitting bookcases. Books are being toppled over, as well as tables being broken. As you guys make it to the room, you see one of the wood extend out down to the window, and she is making her way, climbing down. She just reached the sidewalk. And as she looks up, she sees you still placing her hands on the piece of wood that she has.
Izzy gives her one of these and like jumps down after her.
Okay. Do another athletics and dexterity for me.
2 each? Or wait, 1 and 2?
1 for me.
Yeah.
We're gonna die. We're
No, we're not. We're gonna be
Yes, we
both.
are. We're gonna so die. It's a Tremere.
All right.
We're gonna fucking die.
As you guys are about to jump out of the window, you have like your foot placed onto the window. What is it? Frame. You feel a wood spike just jet up, and let's see what it hits. And it's whoever is jumping out first, which I believe would be Izzy.
Probably me. I rolled worse too. Ouch.
Okay, so do your stamina.
How much stamina you got, girl? No, just
She's just shaking her
no.
head. No is how much I have.
What? That's a good amount.
More than my strength, which is 1.
I only had 2 and I didn't die. Just got my best friend killed and captured.
Okay, what do I roll then? Just
2d10?
stamina?
Yeah, you just roll stamina to soak.
Sorry, I'm shit at combat. Hey, I did
Fucking,
it though.
you nailed it though.
That's because Izzy is fucking lucky.
Okay. So yeah, as this piece of wood jets up, you quickly notice it, and you either jump out. Are you jumping out the window to avoid it?
Yeah.
Okay. And it jets up, kind of blocking the window, and you just fall down. I need you to do an athletics dexterity again to see how bad you land, or if you have cat-like reflexes.
Hey, would this count as a daredevil merit
Sure.
thing?
Why not?
Yes.
I mean, this is kind of stupid of us.
That
so
means
yes.
that if I fail, I get to roll it again.
Hey!
Hey, and I get to roll it again. Hey, same fucking thing. God damn it. Fucking
Alright.
shit.
So you got a
That is
success.
one
That's not the
unlucky
worst.
spider monkey.
God damn it. What are the odds of getting the exact same fucking roll?
Oh shit.
That is shitty.
Jesus
That is shit on a stick.
All right. I'm gonna need you to
boy.
do soak again.
Really?
Yep. You have a bad landing.
Ow. Good thing vampires take half bashing.
Well, let's see how much you take. Are you gonna roll 2d10?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do soak damage.
You soaked the
Right.
damage.
You actually land on your feet, however, you do twist your ankle,
Fuck!
and it is quite painful.
Ow! Yeah, god damn it!
And Rose will kind of look back at you and just shake her head, just typical street rat, and
Typical
begins to
secretary!
just run off. Really, she'll
Hold
run
on,
off.
I wanna hit her. Let me hit her. I wanna.
Well, you are stuck in the room.
I have a
window
gun.
Try to
may-
block the room.
Yeah, block the window, and as she drops the piece of wood, it seems the tree vines that have been whipping around immediately stop after she lets go of
I
that piece of wood.
have a gun. Not that it does much against vampires, but I have one.
Okay, yeah, she's running off, so if you want to take a shot at her, you can.
Yeah! I got one. Nope.
She, yeah. Damn, dude, my rolls. Why can't I roll like this normally? Anyways,
Why
I
can't I
know,
roll like this
right?
when I'm the PC?
Are you shitting me? I fucking, this is awful. I wasted all my rolls on everyone is John.
I wasted all of my rolls on a Cthulhu one-shot, man.
I know!
yeah, she makes a pretty clean escape. She gets into a car and begins to just drive off. Jasmine, as you get down to the
Ow!
ground floor, you do see Izzy, her
Wait a second.
ankle twisted.
Oh, are you all right? Do you need a hand?
It's fine. I'm just pathetic. Don't worry about it.
Oh, honey. She'll give you a playful punch on the arm.
Ow.
And that's where we will end it.
Very nice.
Hey, we didn't die!
Woo! None of the PCs technically died. I'm not in good standing right now. I'm not in a good place.
We literally just taunted a Tremere into attacking us and then realizing she made a mistake and running away.
I'm in ownership of an insane Diablerist, so that's not so good.
We're okay though, and that's what
temporarily
matters.
insane. And you got like magic generation powers, so like pretty much a win.
Alright, well, thank you everybody who came out and watched, all of our regular followers and viewers, everyone who catches the VOD later and the YouTube video later. Thank you so much. Quick little announcement. Rev, we should be back for Hunter on Monday. Yes, you're good to go? Good. Right, so Monday we will be back to Hunter after another week off. This coming Tuesday and the next, I am pretty much planning on running Big Eyes Small Mouth because it's nice and easy and I really want to prep for New York Season 2 some more. So get ready for all of that. New York Season 2 will premiere end of September, I believe the 26th. So keep an eye out for that if you're a regular Vampire the Masquerade fan on our channel. And just generally join our Discord or check here for announcements on Twitch. We have some other upcoming games in the near future. As soon as Hunter and Anarch ends, we'll have some D&D and a couple other things. So yeah, thank you all so much and love you all. Bye!